But it wasn't 'cause my daddy didn't try. She only wanted things she really needed. One more reason for my mama's hungry eyes. Oh, I still recall my mama's hungry eyes.
Local news first and your favorite country songs. AM 1580 KWED.
This is Texas Lutheran University Bulldog Football on AM 1580 KWED and SeguinToday.com. Bulldog Football is brought to you by Guadalupe Regional Medical Center, GRMC. The right care, right here. By the Kaler Company, building on tradition and creating a brighter future. By Great Clips, your new look is gonna be great. By Anders Pierce Realty, real people, real results. By Ayler's Tree Farm, growing memories for generations. And by Davola's Barbecue, a Seguin tradition since 1959.
And it is college football time in Texas as the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs play game number 4 of the 2025 season. This afternoon, they're on the TLU campus to take on the East Texas Baptist Tigers right here on KWED. A good Saturday afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Bulldog pregame show. I'm Chris Austin. Our studio technician is Jared Kindles. He's back at the KWED studios. Bryce Hayes, sports information director, is our statistician, and joining me up in the booth here at Bulldog Stadium is Tim Ormston. And Tim, Bulldogs coming off a thrilling 38-35 win last week at Southwestern. They're looking to build off that momentum today.
Yeah, they're looking to continue to improve like Coach always harps on, and they're looking to limit the mistakes. Last week, only 3 penalties and 0. Let's count that again. 0 turnovers last week, so we're looking to build on that today.
Yeah, we're going to talk with Coach Neil LaHue and talk about that improvement in just a bit. The game in Georgetown last week, first win of the season for the Bulldogs. Freshman quarterback Reese Dietrich hit Levante Henry with a 5-yard touchdown pass with 5 seconds left, or 9 seconds left, I should say, to win the game. Senior running back Weston Guzman, he had a big game. Tim ran for 155 yards and 2 scores last week in the victory.
Yeah, that 65-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter really set them up, got them back in the game. And then you can't talk about Guzman without talking about Williams last week.
Cabronte Williams, right.
The setup, the go-ahead score at the end of the game, had a 17-yard run down to the 3-yard line, setting up that touchdown. He broke 5 or 6 tackles along the way. It was a beautiful run.
Amazing, and not to mention Dominic Castellanos, a local product from Marion High School, had a big reception on that drive that led to the game-winning score. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Owen Garcia announced himself, didn't he, Tim?
Yeah, he did. He announced himself in a big way. Not much action in the first few games, but he led the defense last week with 10 tackles, returned an interception, 31 yards to set up a touchdown. And he had a forced fumble at the stat line for good measure. Made him the conference defensive player of the week.
Yes, he was named the SCAC defensive player of the week by the conference earlier this week with that big game in the victory against the Southwestern Pirates last week. Of course, the Bulldogs, this is their final non-conference game. They'll be going into a bye next week, so they'll look to get into that bye with a victory. Their first conference game is in 2 weeks at Centenary. ETBU, by the way, 3-0 on the season. They won at Centenary last week, 50-33. Tigers had over 500 yards of total offense, over 300 on the ground, and over 200 in the air. And Tim, last time these two teams played was a couple years ago. It was a 16-6 game won by ETBU. We expect more scoring today.
Yeah,
no doubt.
We expect some fireworks. And you got the keys to the game. You got Reese Dietrich taking over the offense. You got 2 freshman quarterbacks starting the game for both teams today. And what you need to really do when you have that occurring, you need your running game to be kicking in high gear, and that's Guzman and that's That's Cabronte Williams.
So the Bulldogs will look for 2 wins in a row here as they take on the East Texas Baptist University Tigers here at Bulldog Stadium on a Saturday afternoon. Let's take a timeout just ahead. We'll talk with Bulldog head football coach Neil LaHue. We talked about last week's last-second win with Coach. We also talked about the improvements of the special teams and Owen Garcia's coming on party. And we got Coach LaHue to break down today's matchup with East Texas Baptist. Stay close. Our pregame chat with TLU head football coach Neil LaHue is next. You're listening to the TLU Bulldog pregame show on KWED and streaming at SeguinToday.com.
Advanced care for active lifestyles. When it comes to top-notch orthopedics, count on Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. We specialize in award-winning care that's right here, close to home. For 2025, we're ranked among the top 6% hospitals nationwide for orthopedic services and proud recipients of the Women's Choice Award. Proof of our unwavering commitment to exceptional care. At GRMC, we offer the most comprehensive orthopedic services. Our highly skilled physicians are experts in diagnosing and treating injuries and conditions affecting bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and nerves. Don't let joint pain or injuries hold you back. Discover the right care right here at Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. Learn more at grmedcenter.com.
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go, Bulldogs!
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I would make a dinosaur out of tacos.
I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys.
Glasses out of tacos.
I'd probably go to Mars or the moon. I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
And we're back on the Texas Lutheran Bulldog pregame show on KWED. The Bulldogs back home today for their final non-conference game of the season as they take on the East Texas Baptist Tigers at Bulldog Stadium. Chris Austin back with you. And we're joined now on the pregame by Texas Lutheran head football coach Neil LaHue. And Coach, always appreciate your time visiting with us before kickoff.
Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Well, we have to start with last week, a thriller. You guys go to Georgetown, beat Southwestern 38-35. The game came down to the final drive. Freshman quarterback Reese Dietrich throws the game-winning pass to Levante Henry. 9 seconds left. Let's talk about that final drive. 64 yards in 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Reese had a big connection with Dominic Castellanos on that drive. Cavontre Williams had a big run, but Reese, he's a true freshman, a local kid from Canyon High School, leads the game-winning drive. That's a big moment. He stepped up in the moment, didn't he?
He did. The whole offense stepped up, to be honest with you. Our offensive line did a great job of giving him some good protection, and we work on 2-minute quite a bit, and so he did a great job executing the 2-minute offense, and proud of him for that. He had a good game, not just that drive, but he did some good things throughout the game.
Now we talk about your freshman quarterback, and before that final drive, and you talked about the whole offense, your senior running back, Weston Guzman, had a 65-yard run for a score earlier in the fourth quarter. He finished the game with 155 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Had a big game 2 weeks ago against Howard Payne. It's got to be good for your quarterback and your offense to have someone like Weston back there.
Yeah, he's a returning all-conference player, and is playing like it. And, he's had 2 really good back-to-back games. And, that one drive, the 60-something yard run, I can't remember how long those runs are, but he had all 80 yards of that drive. So he carried the ball 3 times and scored on the third one. So big drive for him, but he ran the ball real tough, and he's been a good outlet for our quarterbacks in the passing game as well.
Great receiver out of the backfield. You mentioned returning all conference. No special teams did well. Your kicker, AJ Augustine, talk about the improvement from him.
AJ doing better. He's got the talent, and so he made all of his extra points and field goals, and he did a good job of kicking, and so he's coming along really good there.
And we're talking with TLU head football coach Neil Lehue on the pregame. The Bulldogs taking on East Texas Baptist today. One more big star from last week on the road against Southwestern, sophomore Owen Garcia. 10 tackles on defense, forced a fumble and an interception. Big game from the sophomore, too. Big game. First start of the year for him, and just wanted to make sure we mentioned him. He had a big game, and proud of Owen. He's kind of a hybrid safety / linebacker. He probably doesn't look like a linebacker, but he's more of a safety, but just a tenacious player and had a really big game for us. So you guys start the season 0-2. You get the win, bouncing back at Southwestern. They were a 2-0 team coming into that game. You hand the Pirates their first loss. What was your message to the team following the victory? Big win. I mean, when we went into the game, we set this schedule. We told our players that, there's no easy non-conference opponent. We're going to play another one again today. And so we knew we had our work cut out for us. And since I've been here, I think in 22, we beat them in the last seconds of the game. Last year, we beat them in overtime, week 11, and this year it came down to the last 9 seconds. So they're always big. It's always a good game against Southwestern. And I like to think of it as like an I-35 rivalry. And so we go after a lot of the same players, and so it's nice to get that victory against them. Yeah, it's turned into a big rivalry between you two teams and some close games as well, as we talk with Coach Neil Lehue, our TLU Bulldog football pregame show here on KWED. Let's talk about today's game in East Texas Baptist. They're 3-0 on the season. They beat Centenary, team you're going to see in conference play, 50-33 in Louisiana last week. Let's break down the Tigers. What can you tell us about their offense and their defense? Explosive on offense. They got a San Antonio kid playing quarterback from Roosevelt, and so I think he throws the ball really well. They got a really good group of running backs and some good. I think they have a transfer from Centenary over there playing receiver. He's also a return guy, and he did a heck of a job. Last name Kobe Chambers. He was the player of the year in special teams play last year. Return guy for SCAC. He's at ETBU this year, so he's a good receiver. We're gonna have to contain him. So I think they're very explosive on offense. Very big up front on defense. They got a 6'7" defensive end that played against us 2 years ago. Rangy guy, good pass rusher, and so we got to be able to protect the quarterback. And so we got to run our offense, and we got to continue what we kind of built last week. And you lose your quarterback for the season. You're trying to find an identity with the new guys, and I think we've worked that into this, to our package so far. And I think we're going in the right direction. And so I love the test against ETBU. I like playing against them. They're very athletic. They're a good football team, and so we're looking forward to another tough game to get us ready for conference. And one more question for you before we let you go. You got the road win last week, and you're back here at home this week trying to get a win in front of the home crowd. What are your keys to the game against ETBU today? You got to take care of the football, obviously. That was a big part of the game last week. They got a little bit hot there in the fourth quarter, but the turnovers were probably the difference in the game. So always got to take care of the football, and it's always nice to get a few turnovers. So that's number one. Number two, we got to be able to run the football. We can't sit back there and throw the ball 45, 50 times. We want to run the football, be balanced, and still be able to throw the ball effectively, which we were last week. And we got to not give up the big play on defense, and we got to be real sound in special teams. I thought we took a step forward in special teams this past week. We emphasized it where I didn't think we were very good the second week in special teams. That's not like us. And so we got to be great in special teams as well. And hopefully that's the key to trying to win a big game. It's a big game for us. And I like playing these games. I do think it prepares you for conference. Absolutely. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time before kickoff. Good luck today. And let's start a winning streak today. Yeah, you bet. Thank you. All right. And that will do it for our pregame visit with TLU head football coach Neil Lehue. We'll take a timeout, and up next on the TLU football pregame, we'll look at today's starting lineups. It's the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs and East Texas Baptist Tigers at Bulldog Stadium in Seguin. The TLU TLU Bulldog football pregame continues next on KWED.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's Barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country, full belly. Our Davila's Barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Thursday. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Taylor's Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they are ready for transfer. At Taylor's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
And we're back on the TLU Bulldog pregame show here on KWED. Chris Austin with you, Tim Ormston here as well. Bulldogs taking on the East Texas Baptist Tigers today at Bulldog Stadium on the TLU campus in Seguin. Kickoff just moments away, but right now, let's give you the starting lineups for both of these teams. TLU out of the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, led by fourth-year head coach Neil LeHue. Bulldogs 1-2 on the season. East Texas Baptist from the American Southwest Conference, they're led by third-year head coach Calvin Ruzicka, and the Tigers are 3-0 so far this season. The series between the two teams, TLU leads 13-12. ETBU has won the last two, including a 16-6 win here in Seguin 2 years ago. Here's your TLU starting offense for this afternoon. We'll start with the offensive line. Up front at left tackle, it's Ian Woolard, 270-pound junior from Round Rock, Cedar Ridge. The left guard is Traden Scott, a junior, 335 pounds. He is from Luling High School. Bo Hall is replacing regular starter Joe Rodriguez in the middle at center. Rodriguez out with a foot injury, so Hall is in, or Bo Hill, I should say. He is a 280-pound senior from Salado, Texas. The right guard is Jackson Eskridge, 265-pound senior from Crandall, Texas. And the right tackle, Dominic Zimmer, 310 pounds, a sophomore from Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. The receivers, tight end Chris Taylor, 6'4", 230-pound senior from Cibolo Steel. Wide receivers are Levante Henry, 5'5", 128-pound sophomore from San Antonio Madison. Jamari Nichols, 6'4", 170-pound junior from San Antonio Roosevelt. And Caleb Camarillo, 5'11", 185-pound senior from Gonzales, just down the road. 7 receptions on the season for Caleb, 191 yards and a pair of touchdowns. The running back is Weston Guzman, 5'11", 200-pound senior from McAllen. He had 155 yards rushing last week, as we mentioned, in the win over Southwestern. 252 yards on the season, 6.1 yards per carry. He's also a semifinalist for the William V. Campbell Trophy that honors college football's top scholar athlete. And finally, the quarterback is Reese Dietrich. He's a 6'1", 205-pound true freshman from nearby New Braunfels Canyon High School. Dietrich, 21 of 43 on the season, 362 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Looking at the ETBU Tiger defense up front along the defensive line, the linemen look like this. Dominic Williams, 232-pound senior from Houston Dulles High School. He had 3 sacks last week against Centenary. Elijah Sims, another defensive lineman, senior, 289 pounds from Houston Nimitz. 2 other defensive linemen, Colton Wilson, he's a sophomore, 237 pounds from Ennis, Texas. He had 2 sacks last week. And then there's Josiah Dawsey, sophomore, 275 pounds from Webster, Texas. The linebackers led by a couple of brothers, the Jacobs brother. There's Taylor Jacobs, 224-pound grad student. And then there's Torrey Jacobs, a 210-pound sophomore. They are both from Grand Prairie, Texas. And then the third linebacker is Kyle Zalick. He's a senior, 212 pounds from Fort Worth. Defensive backs, safety Gabriel Adewuzi, 199 pounds, a junior from Pflugerville, Louisiana. The other safety, Mason Stancliffe, 180 pounds, a sophomore from Burleson, Texas. And then the corners are Neiman Sullen, a senior, 180 pounds from Lake Charles, Louisiana. And Torian Hinton, a junior, 162 pounds from Port Arthur, Texas. Let's take a short break, and on the way, we'll look at the Bulldog starters on defense and the starters for the Tigers on offense. This is the TLU football pregame show on KWED.
Advanced care for active lifestyles. When it comes to top-notch orthopedics, count on Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. We specialize in award-winning care that's right here, close to home. For 2025, we are ranked among the top 6% hospitals nationwide for orthopedic services and proud recipients of the Women's Choice Award. Proof of our unwavering commitment to exceptional care. At GRMC, we offer the most comprehensive orthopedic services. Our highly skilled physicians are experts in diagnosing and treating injuries and conditions affecting bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and nerves. Don't let joint pain or injuries hold you back. Discover the right care right here at Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. Learn more at grmedcenter.com.
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go, Bulldogs!
Welcome back to the Bulldog pregame show. TLU and ETBU today at Bulldog Stadium. Bulldogs coming onto the field out of their inflatable tunnel on the southeast side here at Bulldog Stadium. We gave you the starters earlier for the TLU offense and the ETBU defense. Let's give you the starters for the ETBU offense and the Bulldog defense. Now let's start with the TLU defense. Defensive line, 3 of them for the Bulldogs. Anthony Ortegon, 220-pound junior from Deer Park. He has 2 sacks to lead the Bulldogs this season. Sebastian Walker, 295-pound sophomore from San Antonio Veterans Memorial. And then there's Dylan Rarick, 230-pound sophomore from Inez, Texas. The linebackers at the rush spot is the linebacker Ezekiel Williams, 240 pounds, sophomore from Katy, Texas. Middle linebacker Marvin Ferris, 205-pound sophomore from Lamar Consolidated High School, just outside of Houston. And then there's the linebacker / hybrid safety, as Coach Neil LeHue called him earlier, Owen Garcia, 160-pound sophomore from Austin Connolly High School, reigning SCAC Defensive Player of the Week, had 10 tackles, a forced fumble, and a pick last week against Southwestern. Defensive backs, the strong safety is Justin Navarro, 170-pound junior from Edinburgh, Texas. Free safety is Tyler Littleton, 183-pound sophomore from Irving, Texas. Corners, Eddie Brown, 150 pounds, senior from Cold Spring Oakhurst High School. And Merrick Square, 175-pound senior from Houston Lamar. Nickelback is Nicola Pari, 200-pound freshman from San Antonio Churchill. We'll take a break and give you the offensive starters from ETBU just ahead. This is Bulldog Football on KWED.
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touches the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos.
I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys.
Glasses out of tacos.
I'd probably go to Mars or the moon. I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Gold Belly. Our Davila's barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Plus Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Ayler's Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they're ready for transfer. At Ayler's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go Bulldogs!
Back here at Bulldog Stadium, TLU and East Texas Baptist this afternoon on KWED and streaming at SeguinToday.com. Chris Austin, Tim Ormstead here at Bulldog Stadium. Let's give you the ETBU offense. They put up over 500 yards of total offense against Centenary last week. Offensive line big up front. You got the left tackle, Destin Smith, 341-pound junior from Patterson, Louisiana. The guard on the left side, Devin Jolly, a junior, 330 from Grand Prairie, Texas. The center is Brock Johnson, 320 pounds, sophomore from Henderson, Texas. Right guard, Nathaniel Morris, 329-pound senior from Sugar Land. And then the smallest member of the offensive line is the right tackle, Jaron Roden. He's just 276 pounds. He's a sophomore from Kirbyville, Texas. Receivers, tight end, Colin Crane, 6'1", 210 senior from Tomball. The wide receivers, Zay Thomas, 5'8", 130, a senior from Karnak, Texas. Kobe Chamber, 5'9", 170 pounds. He's a grad student from Greenwood, Mississippi. 7 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown last week. And then there's E.J. Stovall, 6'4", 175-pound junior from Houston, Mississippi. The running back, Paul Woodard, 5'10", 186, a junior from Freeport, 154 yards on 14 carries last week against Centenary. And then the quarterback is a freshman, Shai Marcajani. Tall kid, 6'6", 216. He's a freshman from San Antonio Roosevelt High School. 20 of 29 last week against Centenary, 214 yards and a TD, but he also threw 3 interceptions. So there you have it, the starters for both the Bulldogs and the Tigers, TLU and ETBU today at Bulldog Stadium. Final non-conference game for the Bulldogs. They have a bye next week. Tim, I understand they had the coin toss there at the 50-yard line. What did we find out here?
Yeah, East Texas Baptist won the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half. So TLU is going to receive, and they're going to defend the south end zone.
All right, TLU in their black jerseys, gold numbers, Bulldogs and gold caps over the numbers in front. Black pants with gold and white stripes down the side. Black helmets, black face masks, TLU, and slanted stencil caps on each side with a gold stripe over the top, ETU. White jerseys, navy blue numbers with white pants, white helmets, and blue face masks. Game time weather, partly cloudy skies, temperature of 89 degrees, looking for a high of 91 today. There's a light southwest breeze at about 3 to 5 miles per hour. Field turf surface here at Bulldog Stadium. You got Bulldogs in black in both end zones and that Bulldog head snarling logo at the 50-yard line. So TLU will receive, and to kick it off for the Tigers will be Mitchell White teeing it up at the 50-yard line. He's ready to go. And he approaches the ball, and here's a line drive towards the back of the end zone. And bringing it out for the Bulldogs is a return man to the 10, the 15, the 20, and out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. Caleb Camarillo on the return team brings the ball out, and the Bulldogs will get started here on offense at the onset.
And again, Chris, the keys to the game. We're looking at a high-scoring game, so you cannot have turnovers, and you cannot have a lot of penalties that are going to stall your drives. You got to keep scoring.
So we apparently had a penalty on the kick return against the Bulldogs, so they're going to start this drive inside their own 10-yard line. They're going to mark it at the TLU 8 as you listen to Bulldog football on KWED and streaming at SeguinToday.com. So the freshman quarterback from Canyon High School, true freshman Reese Dietrich, leads the Bulldogs out onto the field. He'll work in the shotgun, has Guzman to his right, gets the snap, and to give Guzman running left, trying to turn the corner across the 5, and he falls forward to the 15-yard line. Gain of 6 for the senior running back. On first down, it'll be second down.
Yeah, good option by Dietrich, handed it off to Guzman and got him into some open space on the left side.
Second down and 4 for TLU. They have the ball at their own 15. Start this drive backed up and inside their own 10 thanks to a penalty on the kickoff. Cabrantre Williams is checked in at running back. He's to the right of Dietrich. He gets the call straight up the gut. He'll take it to the 20, and he has a first down for the Bulldogs.
We see that running game kicking high gear already, and you want to get Williams going with Guzman 1-2 punch.
Of course, Weston, 155 yards last week in the victory over Southwestern, and Cabranche, good compliment there to the senior Williams in the backfield. Cabranche to the left of Dietrich in the shotgun, and another give to Williams across the 20. He gets spun down at the 27-yard line, picked up about 6 on that play. Tackle made by one of the Jacobs brothers, Taylor Jacobs, the older brother for ETBU.
Yeah, see, Williams getting some open space and falling forward, pushing the pile, getting that yards after contact. That's going to be key, picking up these first downs.
Good run for Williams on first down, 6 yards. The Victoria West product, second down and 4. Dietrich in the shotgun with Williams to his left. Dietrich gets the snap. He'll give it to Williams up the middle, looking for a hole. Stutter steps to the line and takes it up to the 29-yard line, maybe the 30. He'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to give him a first down. Another first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and so far, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Their run game is working. Just keep handing off.
So all runs here. This drive started at the 8-yard line for TLU. They're now up to the 30, and they've run nearly 2.5 minutes off the clock. We're down to 12:45 to go in the first quarter. Initial possession of the ball game. First and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 30. Dietrich back to throw out a shotgun this time. Here comes pressure. He gets knocked around. He lost the ball. It's on the ground at the 25 or 20-yard line, and TLU falls on it. That's going to be a loss of 10 on the play as Trayden Scott, the guard, fell on the ball. Ball got knocked out of the hands of Dietrich, but the Bulldogs able to recover it, but they'll face a second and long.
Yeah, it looks like Dietrich took a big hit on that play and missed opportunity for East Texas Baptist there, not picking up the ball on the ground.
The ball rolling around, fortunately. Scott able to fall on it, but it's a big loss of 10. Second down and 20 for the Bulldogs. Williams checks back in at running back. Dietrich out of the shotgun. And now here comes Guzman in motion in front of the quarterback to the far side. A give to the near side to Williams. He'll head towards the sideline, turn upfield, take it to the 30. He gets pushed out of bounds late, no flag. But he gets back the yards they lost on the fumble. It appears, let's see where they mark him. They mark him down at the 28-yard line, so it's going to be a 3rd and 12 for TLU.
Yeah, surprisingly, no late hit call. It looked like where they marked the ball that he was out of bounds, and that hit came well after he was out of bounds.
So the referee holds on to his penalty flag and ends up being a 3rd and 12 for TLU at their own 28. Dietrich out of the shotgun, got some movement along the line. Now the freshman will look towards the near sideline, movement on the defense. One of the tackles moved, but he got back, and now the shotgun snap back to Reese. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field looking for Camarillo. He's got it at the 35, in front of the pack to the 10, to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's 72-yard touchdown to Camarillo.
Caleb Camarillo caught that ball at the ETBU 35, got behind the defense, and he cruises into the end zone, 72 yards, like you mentioned, Tim, for the score. Bulldogs on the board first at the 11:07 mark in the first quarter. That came on a 3rd and 12, and now A.J. Augustine, left-footed kicker, on for the extra point. Ball placed down. The kick is blocked. It's rolling around in the end zone, and the Bulldogs fall on it, so the score will remain 6-0. Bulldogs, 11:07 to go, first quarter. This is Bulldog Football on KWED and SeguinToday.com.
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touches the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses out of tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
Reese Dietrich, 72 yards to Caleb Camarillo. TLU Bulldogs score first, extra point block, 6-0. TLU over ETBU with 11:07 to go in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs will kick it off again, defending the south end zone. Burns berm behind them. Churchill to the north behind the end zone there, and it'll be Augustine to kick it off for the Bulldogs. St. Thomas, Kobe Chamber back deep for ETBU, and this is a kick towards the far sideline. And the return man will come towards the middle of the field across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Finally gets pulled down there on the return is Justin Qualls for ETBU. They'll go on offense for the first time.
Yeah, and a shot by Carson Kahn on the tackle. They're fighting off his block as they were setting off a return coming to the near side of the field. They had some blockers, and a sure tackle there kept them where they are in the field.
So ETBU will start first and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Freshman from San Antonio Roosevelt. Shai Marcajani is the quarterback. Tall kid, 6'6", working out of the shotgun. Running back behind him in the pistol. He gives to the running back. That's Paul Woodard. He'll go straight ahead. He takes it across the 30-yard line, gets spilled at the 31, gain of 6.
Nice sure tackle by Justin Navarro after the running back had some room up the middle. Nice pickup on first down.
Navarro, one of the strong safeties, the strong safety for the Bulldogs. Second down and 4 for the Tigers at their own 31-yard line. Marcajani in the shotgun. Woodard to his left. Gets the snap, looking to throw. Deep ball towards the far sideline, and it is caught at the 35 of TLU. With it is the receiver trying to fight off a defender, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. That's Devin Phillips. So back-to-back long touchdown passes to start this ball game, Tim.
Yeah, Bulldogs hit him with 72-yard bomb, and the Tigers follow up with their own 70-yard bomb to match.
So they tie the game for the time big, and now they'll attempt the extra point to try to take the lead. And it'll be Pedro Cavazos to attempt the extra point for the Tigers, and this kick is up And it's good. So it's ETBU 7, TLU 6, 10:19 to go first quarter. It's Bulldog football on KWED.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Gold Belly. Our Davila's barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
So officially a 69-yard touchdown pass shy. Marcajani to Devin Phillips. Extra point is good. And it's ETBU 7 and TLU 6. Fireworks at the onset here. And this one at Bulldogs Stadium. Levante Henry, Elijah Howard back deep for the Bulldogs to return the kickoff. And it'll be Mitchell White to kick it away for the Tigers. Tigers in white and the Bulldogs in black this afternoon. And White approaches the tee, and here's a kick down the center of the field. And it'll be a return man at the goal line. This is Henry to the 15, the 20, 25, and he finally gets brought down at the 28-yard line. So that's where the Bulldogs will start this drive, now down 7-6. And we've got an injured Tiger on the field at the 20-yard line. So a timeout being called here momentarily. That's Cole Confessor, one of the cornerbacks for the Tigers from Burleson, Texas. He gets up on his feet, and he's going to head towards the ETBU sideline there on the far side.
And we expected this kind of shootout to start. I don't think we expected this much in the opening 5 minutes. If they keep this pace, they're going to score 80 points apiece.
Not even 5 minutes gone by. 4 minutes and 46 seconds gone by. Each team with a touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs to start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Twin running backs with Dietrich in the shotgun, and Williams in motion out of the backfield towards the near side. Gets the swing pass. He lost the ball. Ends up in the hands of Jalen Mickles, and he'll take it out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. So Cabrantre Williams got that swing pass, got a lick. The ball went in the air, and Jalen Mickles, a Seguin High School product, just right there. It fell into his hands. He goes out of bounds, a gain of 2.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think that was by design, Chris. I mean, kind of missed a block there, and Cabrantre took a hit as soon as he caught the ball. And it almost looked like 2 forward passes on that play.
Yeah, he was a yard in front of Williams after Cabrantre got hit, and the ball just went right to him. Now 2nd down and 8, and here's a pass, swing pass to Guzman this time on the right side. He'll take it across the 30 and gets dropped at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of about 5 or 6. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and we really see the Bulldog offense using both sides of the field, all of the field, really. I mean, they're running up the middle, throwing left and right, and throwing deep. So that's going to keep the Tiger defense on their toes.
Torrey Brooks, a sophomore running back, has checked into the ball game for the Bulldogs here on 3rd and 5. He goes in motion out of the backfield towards the near side. Snap to Dietrich. He'll roll left, looking downfield, still looking. Now he'll loft it deep, and this pass is going to be picked off by ETBU at the ETBU 30-yard line. Mason Stancliffe, the safety, makes the leaping interception, falls down to the ground, and there's the first turnover of the ball game.
Yeah, you brought up Torrey Brooks. He was down there on that play, and also Caleb Camarillo was down there, and Dietrich looked like he had some running room, but decided to put it up and see if his receivers could go get it. Just a little bit beyond their reach, and a nice pick by the Tigers.
So first turnover with 9:03 to go, and the Tigers take over. They mark it at the ETBU 32-yard line. Shai Marcajani in the shotgun. He's got a running back behind him, 1 to his left. He gives the running back behind him. He'll go into the line and maybe pick up a yard. Big Sebastian Walker on the stop for the Bulldogs there.
Yeah, good job by Justin Navarro again, forcing that run back inside into the big arms of Walker. Took down the carrier.
Jordan Woodard with the carry, picked up 2, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers at their own 33-yard line. Tigers huddle up. We don't see that very much in high school and college nowadays. They break the huddle with 12 seconds on the play clock as Marcagiani brings him to the line. Out of the shotgun, running back to his right, gets the snap, and a shuffle pass ahead goes to Zay Thomas as he was in motion coming towards the quarterback from the far side, turns the corner around the right side and takes it up to the 40-yard line. He'll be about 3 yards shy of the first down. Third down upcoming.
And there's Owen Garcia, number 30. We talked a lot about him during the pregame. He made a nice tackle, took out the feet of the runner on that play.
Stopped Thomas 3 yards short of the first down, so it's 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers from their own 40-yard line. Pistol formation. Paul Woodard behind the quarterback. He'll get the call straight into the line up to the 41. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Aiden Abuzlam in the middle of that pile. 4th and 2 now for the Tigers.
They ran that play directly at Anthony Ortega, number 93, and he made sure not to give up an inch as soon as he got hit on that play.
So here we go. 4th and 2 for East Texas Baptist at their own 41-yard line. Marcagiani in the shotgun, running back behind him in the pistol. That's Woodard. He will give it to Woodard. Stutter steps into the line, tries to fall forward, and I don't think he got to the first down, Tim. He didn't. Turnover on downs. Bulldogs will take over in Tiger territory.
Yeah, it looked like a Muslim on that tackle, and big old Sebastian Walker again. They ran right at the big guys in the center of the line, and they did not get it.
So the defense steps up following the interception by the offense. They give it right back to Reese Dietrich. And the Bulldog offense, they will take over in East Texas Baptist territory. 1st and 10 at the Tiger 42-yard line. 7:04 to go, first quarter. Tigers out in front, 7-6. Dietrich in the shotgun with Guzman to his right. Now, man in motion behind the quarterback. That's Henry. Guzman gets the carry going left right into the line. Not much there as Taylor Jacobs makes the stop. No gain, 2nd down.
Yeah, nice job by Jacobs filling that hole, and Guzman really had nowhere to go on that play.
Brandon Wells, a wide receiver, is checked in for the Bulldogs here on 2nd down and 10. Wells from San Antonio Brennan High School. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left for Dietrich out of the gun. And he'll give it to Guzman, running a left, turns upfield, takes it inside the 40, gets spun around, and he's dropped at the 37-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice little speed sweep to Guzman there. Wasn't working up the middle, so try the left side and use his speed to get around the edge.
Chris Taylor will check in now, big tight end for Wells on 3rd down and 5. No huddle for the Bulldogs. Taylor, a wingback on the left side. He'll now shift to the right side. Dietrich out of the gun, gets the snap. Back to throw, looking left. Now looking across the middle. Tries to hit his tight end. Taylor goes in and out of his hands at the 35-yard line. Incomplete, 4th and 5.
That was a good throw by Dietrich. Standing in the pocket, using his time, and the pass was there. Just couldn't quite hold on to it.
In the area where you probably will go for it here on 4th and 5 at the ETBU 37-yard line. Offense still on the field. Dietrich looks towards the near sideline for the play, and he'll line him up in the shotgun. Williams, the running back, to the left of the quarterback. 4 wide receivers set 2 to each side. Blitz being shown. There might have been offsides on the left side, ETBU. Let's see, or did they get drawn off? No, they got drawn off according to the referee, as you just heard him. Tyler Scalian, a reserve tackle in there, called for the false start. And 4th and 5 turns to 4th and 10. You wonder if Coach LaHue will bring out the punting team now.
Yeah, it looked like the tackle just flinched on the incoming blitz.
The offense still out there. So officially 4th and 9. And Reese Dietrich, the quarterback, with Williams to his left. Twin wideouts to each side. Dietrich out of the gun, now looks towards the near sideline. Down to 8 seconds on the play clock. Down to 4 seconds. Gets the snap. Back to throw. Has some time. Throws to the left side. Complete at the 30-yard line. Making the reception is Henry. And that's going to be enough for first down. The Bulldogs convert on 4th and 9.
A nice sure throw from Dietrich. Henry with the sit-down route. He was open, made a sure catch. Right at the sticks. Good play.
Great execution there. Henry with the reception, the sophomore from San Antonio Madison. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs now at the ETBU 29. Here's Williams running right inside the 25, and he gets stacked up at the 24. Gain of 5 on first down for Quadrantre Williams.
Yeah, that looked like a run that was designed up the middle, and Williams bounced it to the outside, got a good chunk of yardage on first down.
So bring up a 2nd down and 5. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 4:39 left. East Texas Baptist 7 and TLU 6. Williams still in there, running back to the left of Dietrich, working out of the gun. Now man in motion behind the quarterback. That is Levante Henry. Now we got a whistle.
Another false start.
And movement on the Bulldogs.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty.
That's Tyler Scallion again. 2nd false start penalty on the right tackle on this drive. 2nd and 5, now 2nd and 10 as they move the ball back to the 29-yard line of East Texas Baptist. Dominic Zimmer was listed as the starter today, and Scanlon now out there at right tackle, and he's been called for a couple of penalties. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. They have it now at the East Texas Baptist 29-yard line. In the shotgun is Dietrich. Gets the snap, gives to Williams, running to the right, trying to turn the corner. He'll take it down to the 26-yard line, a gain of 3. Bulldogs a little misdirection there. Levante Henry went in motion to the near side behind the quarterback, and then they go to the far side with the running back Williams. And it's a gain of 4, 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, and it looks like, number 62, Jackson Eskridge, pulled from his guard position and gave him a nice block to get him out there, get the yardage on the play.
So officially a 3rd and 5, and Dietrich works out of the gun, and Guzman is checked back in at running back. He's to the left of the quarterback. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Bulldogs working right hash, going south to north, right to left in front of us. Guzman will now shift to the right side of the quarterback, Dietrich. Dietrich gets the snap. He's looking to throw. Here comes pressure. Throws to the left side, complete, and hit hard at the 20-yard line is Henry. He's going to be at the sticks. We'll see where they mark it.
Looks like a half-yard short, maybe inches.
So 4th down, it looks like coming up as Davian Baldwin makes the stop. 4th and 1. And the ball is spotted at the 21-yard line. So we'll see Reggie Hodge, a running back, check in for the first time on 4th down. It'll be Dietrich out of the gun. Guzman behind him in the pistol. Hodge to his left. Tight formation. Now the quarterback in motion. And it looks like it's going to be a wildcat to Guzman, who fumbles the snap, picks it up, tries to push forward, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs will turn it over on down. So they go with the wildcat. Looked like it was going to work. But Weston Guzman ran before he had the snap, fumbled it, and he gets tackled for a loss, and the Tigers will take over.
Yeah, it looks like the offense was trying to get a little tricky there, and you got a guy who's not used to taking snaps. The ball was there, and he just didn't get his hands on it.
Yeah, I think he saw the hole before he got the football. Dropped the ball, tried to pick it up, didn't get the first down, no gain, so ETBU takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Shai Marcajani, the quarterback, out of the shotgun with Woodard to his left, actually behind him in the pistol. And he will give it to Woodard, looking for a hole on the right side. Gets spilled at the 24-yard line, a gain of 3. That's actually Jordan Woodard. And it'll be 2nd down and 7. We're down to 2:12 to go here, first quarter. East Texas Baptist 7, TLU 6.
Another nice tackle by the defensive player of the week, Owen Garcia.
Garcia had 10 tackles last week. Working on getting to that number again here early on in this one. 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. They have it at their own 24-yard line. Marcajani sends a man in motion towards the far side, gets a shotgun snap, will send it that way and misses his target. That's Woodard, the running back, who went in motion out in the flat. The ball thrown in front of him into the TLU bench, 3rd down.
Looks like a timeout being taken by the Tigers. Set up this third down.
With 1:41 to go, it's TLU trailing ETBU 7-6. We're in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this. It's Bulldog football on KWED.
You know, everyone is familiar with GRMC, but did you know that they have a
Anders
nonprofit
Pierce Realty
foundation?
knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Tigers call the timeout. They have 2 left. 3rd and 8 for East Texas Baptist. They have the ball at their own 24-yard line. Shai Marcagini in the shotgun, running back to his right. Claps his hands once, twice, gets the snap, back to throw, looking left. Here comes pressure from the backside. He runs towards the far sideline, lofts one towards the far sideline at around the 40-yard line in front of his intended target. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Nice pressure brought by Nicola Pari. Number 35 forced him out of the pocket, and he could not find a receiver downfield.
So the defense does the job, forces the punt after the turnover on downs by the offense. These teams now giving the ball back and forth after 2 big touchdowns to start the game. Down to 33 seconds to go here in the quarter, and the punt team out. Aiden Hernandez will punt it away for ETBU. And back deep for the Bulldogs is Justin Navarro. Here's the punt. Gets it away. Navarro at his own 42 fields. It comes near sideline across the 45, across midfield and out of bounds at the Tiger 45-yard line. 24 seconds to go in the quarter now. Good field position here for the Bulldog offense.
Yeah, really nice return by Navarro. Beat the coverage to the outside edge. Looked like they had him pinned down, but he just used his speed to get to the sideline and pick up a lot of positive yards.
How about a 15-yard return there? Takes it into ETBU territory, and the Bulldogs start this drive 1st and 10 at the Tiger 44-yard line. 7-6 ball game, Tigers here. 24 seconds to go, first quarter. Reese Dietrich, freshman from Canyon High School, true freshman at the quarterback position for the Bulldogs. Weston Guzman to his right in the shotgun, and actually it's Cabrante Williams, but a throw over the middle, wide open is Taylor. He has it at the 25. He gets spilled down at the 20. Just a quick seam route by the tight end, and Dietrich hits him. And the Bulldogs now inside the East Texas Baptist 25-yard line.
Yeah, we saw Taylor drop the ball earlier on a 4th down play. That one, he was wide open, and he got the yards after the catch, too. So
end of the first quarter. We'll have the second quarter ahead. No, actually, we're under a minute. I thought we had 1 minute to go, and now that scoreboard a little bit hard to read. So here's Dietrich getting the snap here. Weston Guzman gets the carry, going right. And he's tackled at the 25-yard line. Kind of hard to see the 1 on that scoreboard. It's there on the north side and in the sun. So now we're down to 32 seconds. We're over a minute to go. It's a loss of 2 on the play by Guzman.
Yeah, a little bit of muck on these windows. What do you call this?
Well, at least they fitted them with ball bearings. Down to 18 seconds to go. Bulldogs will have to run a play here. It appears to be maybe the play clock. That's also hard to see, but now it's Dietrich out of the shotgun. He's going to run a play here. Gets the snap, looking, throws towards the near sideline. This pass is almost, is it? No, not picked off by East Texas Baptist. This was thrown towards the near sideline, and it was knocked in the air by Torian Hinton, and he couldn't come up with the ball as he was falling down. There are 2 seconds now officially left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Dietrich was looking for Camarillo on a deep curl route, and Camarillo fell down trying to come back to the ball. It really should have been picked off.
So now 3rd down and 12 with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. And the Bulldogs with the football at the Tiger 27-yard line. Dietrich in the gun with Guzman to his right. 3 wide outs to the left and 1 to the right. Working between the hashes. Dietrich gets the snap, has time, throws to the right side, caught out of bounds, it looks like, yes, by Jamari Nichols. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and that ends the first quarter. Second quarter is ahead. East Texas Baptist 7, TLU 6. This is Bulldog football on KWED.
Taylor Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they're ready for transfer. At Ayler's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go, Bulldogs!
Started second quarter, 4th and 12 for the Bulldogs, and A.J. Augustine on to attempt a field goal. This is going to be from 43 yards on the right hash, left-footed kicker. Here's the snap, ball placed down, kick is on the way, and the kick is wide left. So Bulldogs come up empty on that drive as a sophomore from Houston Lamar. Augustine misses the field goal, wide left, and the score remains East Texas Baptist 7, TLU 6. The Tigers will take over.
Yeah, and after starting the game with all those fireworks, slowed down a little bit. I mean, essentially turnovers on downs, the interception, punt, missed field goal. A lot of back and forth with nothing to show for it right now.
TLU 145 total yards in the first quarter. ETBU with 91. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, taking over at their own 26-yard line. The quarterback, Marcajani, all by himself in the backfield. Now he gets a man in motion behind him to his right, and a throw to that man. That's Paul Woodard in the flat on the right side. Heads towards the far sideline. He gets pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Not much of a game there. Good job by the TLU defense.
Yeah, that was Eddie Brown, number 7, over there fighting through his block. Otherwise, the receiver would have been still running. He had some room on that right side.
Now Woodard, the running back, had 154 yards last week against Centenary. It's limited to a 1-yard gain there, thanks to Brown. 2nd down and 9. And Marcajani in the shotgun pistol with Woodard behind him. Tight formation, play fake. Marcajani, pump fake, throws far sideline, pass deflected out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like some miscommunication by the Tiger offense there. Had 2 receivers just cluttered at the line of scrimmage there and no one running deep.
So it's 3rd and 9. For the Tigers. They have the ball at their own 27-yard line. Tigers 0 for 2 so far on 3rd downs. Marcajani shotgun. 3 wide receivers stacked to the left, 1 to the right, and a running back to his right. Bulldogs showing blitz. Here's the snap. Here comes pressure. Marcajani gets it off. Pass too low for his receiver at the 31-yard line. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. That pass intended for Zay Thomas.
Yeah, pressure brought by number 59, Zeke Williams. Forced the quarterback to be moving when he made the throw, and it wasn't accurate.
So the Tigers will punt 92 total yards. 69 of those came on that 1 touchdown. And here is Hernandez back to punt. Navarro back deep for the Bulldogs. It's an end-under-end kick that will bounce at the TLU 45. Navarro will let it roll inside the 40, inside the 35, inside the 30. And it'll be finally touchdown at about the 27-yard line by the Tigers. So the Bulldogs will start 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And maybe something with the offense going on now with how we started with a couple deep throws, but the wind is starting to pick up, blowing across the field. So that's affecting the passing game and the kicking game.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 27. Reese Dietrich, the true freshman from Canyon High School, shotgun, gets the snap, give Guzman up the middle, has a hole across the 30, the 35, 40, dragging tacklers ahead, finally brought down at the 43-yard line. 16-yard run by Weston Guzman, the senior, on first down.
Yeah, really nice to see him get some room up the middle. He only had 7 yards in that first half. Triple his yardage there.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. They mark it at their own 44. A give to Guzman again. Looks to go find a hole on the left side. He'll fall forward across the 45 and up to the 46, gain of 2. And now Weston a little gimpy as he comes up out of that pile. Cabrantre Williams going to replace him here as Weston comes to the near sideline. 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs. 7-6 ball game, 13:20 left to go till halftime. ETBU out in front, both teams with a touchdown. The difference, a missed extra point, a blocked extra point by East Texas Baptist on the TLU touchdown. 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs at their own 46. Dietrich in the gun. Now Williams is the running back to his right. 2 wideouts left. 1 to the right, a wing back on the right side. And now movement along the line by TLU. They're going to be pushed back. Traden Scott moved early. And it'll be a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down and 8. Now 2nd down and 13 for TLU. They'll spot the ball at the Bulldog 41.
5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
It's the 4th penalty from the TLU Bulldogs today. They only had 3 last week.
So mental mistakes right now. 3 false starts in this ball game. 2nd down, 13 from their own 41. Reese Dietrich shotgun. Gives Cabrantre Williams running right. Now turns upfield. Has a hole across the 50 to the 40 near sideline. He gets dragged down at the East Texas Baptist 32-yard line. Williams with a big run. Takes it into Tiger territory.
Nice block by Kendrew Walker, number 88, the big tight end. Had to kick out block and made some room on the cutback there for Williams.
They mark Cabrantre officially down at the 33. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Dietrich in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, going left to right. Here's a new running back straight ahead inside the 30, the 25, the 20, and down to the 12-yard line. Carrying the ball is Torrey Brooks, the sophomore from Hillsboro. He's got a 1st down.
Yeah, nice run up the gut, and that was number 77 in Woolard. And again, a nice block by Kendrew Walker, sealing the edge, getting that big gain up the middle.
So 2 big runs on back-to-back plays. First Williams and then Brooks. And the Bulldogs inside the red zone down to the East Texas Baptist 13-yard line. Brooks going to stay in there at the running back position. Gets another call on the handoff. Going right, turning the corner inside the 10 down to the 9. Gets spilled there.
And we're going to have a penalty on that play. It looks like a holding on the edge. Tyler Scallion having a tough day today.
As the flag is behind the play. And we get the call from the official.
Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
And it is a hold on Scallion. His 3rd penalty of the game. So penalty yards stacking up now here for the Bulldogs in this one. 10 yards there on the penalty. They move it back to the Tiger 23-yard line. Replay the down, 1st and 20. Dietrich out of the shotgun. Running back to his right, Guzman. He's back in. Play fake. Dietrich looking to throw. Now here comes pressure. Rolling towards his left. Stumbles forward and will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 94, Wilfred Bowers for the Tigers. Fought through his block, and Dietrich had some room to scramble, but couldn't get away.
So now 2nd down and long. Bulldogs with the ball at the Tiger 27-yard line. They got to get down to the 4, so it's 2nd down and 23. TLU trails 7-6. Dietrich shotgun, left hash, 3 wideouts right, 1 to the left, and Guzman is the running back to the right of the quarterback. Dietrich gets the snap, pressure coming, setting up a screen for Guzman. He has it at the 25, turns upfield inside the 20, the 15, the 10, far sideline, 5 for the pylon. He is in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a play. Weston Guzman on the screen pass goes 27 yards, follows his blockers, and the Bulldogs take the lead back.
Nice job by Dietrich setting up that pass, using all the time he could to get that off to Guzman. And a nice block by number 78, Traden Scott. Just bullied his way down the field, making room for Guzman on the touchdown.
So the Bulldogs missed the extra point attempt on their first touchdown in the first quarter. They're going to go for 2 here. It's 12-7. Dietrich, the quarterback, on the field. Cabrantre Williams will be the running back. There'll be a tight formation here on the 2-point attempt. 2 wideouts lined up tight on the right. Dietrich shotgun snap, rolling right, looking into the end zone, and has Henry at the goal line. He steps into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And that makes the score TLU 14, East Texas Baptist 7. 10:25 to go till halftime. This is Bulldog football on KWED.
When life happens, GRMC Urgent Care at Clear Springs is always here when you need us. From fevers to fractures, our trusted team of urgent care providers has got you covered. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life fast. We're open 7 days a week, including holidays, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. No appointment is necessary. So, whatever happens, illness, injury, or accident, you can count on the care that's always there. At GRMC Urgent Care, we treat everyone from toddlers to teens to parents and grandparents. It's compassionate, comprehensive care with a clear focus on you. Because when life happens, you want quality care that's close to home and family. GRMC Urgent Care at Clear Springs. Visit grmcurgentcare.com to save your spot in line.
So Caleb Schultze is going to kick it off for the Bulldogs here. Has a slight wind behind him, and he'll approach the tee at the 35-yard line. And it's back to a return man at the 4 for the Tigers. Across the 10 to the 15. Bounces off a tackler at the 15. Takes it up to the 20-yard line on the return there. Justin Qualls, he gets away towards the far sideline across the 40 to midfield. And he's finally pushed out of bounds at the TLU 38. He was bottled up at the 20, somehow bounced outside and takes it upfield, and will give the Tigers good field position to start this drive.
It's just a lot of never say die, no quit on that return. Isaiah Bovin, number 50 for the Bulldogs, laid a lick on him way back at the inside the 20, but he was able to get away and tiptoe down the sideline. Luckily, Bulldogs caught up to him. Otherwise, that was a touchdown.
So Qualls with the run back on the kickoff sets up the Tigers 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 38-yard line. Shai Marcajani, the quarterback, in the shotgun pistol formation with Paul Woodard behind him. He gives to Woodard straight ahead, spinning off a tackler. He'll take it downfield down to the 36-yard line, a gain of 2.
Yeah, we saw Nicola Perry blitzing from his outside edge position there, making the tackle, stopping the ball carry.
2nd down and 8, TLU 14, East Texas Baptist 7. 9:45 to go here in the second quarter. We'll talk with TLU Sports Information Director Bryce Hayes at halftime. He's got some info on Bulldog Bash for the basketball season upcoming. Pistol formation, Marcajani with Woodard behind him. Gets the snap, gives to Woodard, straight ahead, down to the 30, fighting off tacklers, and he's finally brought down at the Bulldog 29-yard line. Be close to a 1st down. We'll see where they mark it. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers. 14-7 ball game here. So we come up on the 9-minute mark in the second quarter. Marcajani shotgun with Paul Woodard behind him. Tight formation. 3rd and 1. Woodard gets the call right side, looking for a hole. He'll push forward, get the 1st down, and will be stopped at the 26. Picked up 3 on a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it looks like that's their first 3rd down conversion so far in this game. Bulldogs doing a good job stopping them on those short yardage situations.
Bulldogs up 14-7, and now the Tigers, after the nice kickoff return by Qualls, set them up in TLU territory. They have a 1st down at the Bulldog 27-yard line. Marcajani shotgun, and Jordan Woodward Get an offset pistol to his left, 2 wide outs to the left. He fumbles the snap. It's on the ground. He picks it up at the 35. While throw it over to Woodard in the flat on the left side. It falls incomplete in front of the running back. And that'll be second down. Near disaster there for the Tigers. Marcagiani fumbled the snap. They just kind of flipped it out to his running back. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, we saw Guzman fumble a critical snap earlier in the game, and I think the Bulldogs caught a break there because the defense was all down the field, and the running back would still be running if he had caught that ball.
Unfortunately, Marcagiani fumbled it. Could not complete the pass. Second down and 10 for the Tigers at the Bulldog 27. That's a give. Woodard straight ahead. Hurdles a defender at the 20 to the 15, down to the 10-yard line. That's Jordan Woodard on the carry. He'll have a first down. It'll be first down inside the 15-yard line of TLU. They'll mark it at the 12. So the Tigers on the move. Hurry up offense. Marcagiani shotgun pistol. Woodard behind him. A give to Woodard again. Bounces outside. Takes it inside the 10. He'll get spun around at the 6-yard line. Gain of 6. It'll bring up a second down and 4. And the Tigers knocking on the doorstep here as we pass the halfway point in the second quarter. Under 7:30 to go.
I think there was a missed hold on there. We saw Sabine Pride Jared Rogers in trying to make the tackle early on that play.
Paul Woodard now back into the game at the running back slot with Marcagiani in the shotgun. To the right of the quarterback. Marcagiani now. Fade pattern in the end zone. Got a collision. Ball went to the corner of the end zone. The receiver went inside. That's incomplete. Miscommunication there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think that was a good job by Nicola Perry getting in from the edge position again, forcing kind of an errant throw, but yeah, no receivers were even in the area.
Devin Phillips, who caught the long touchdown pass earlier, went inside. Marcagiani went with a fade outside. Incomplete. Third down and 4 for the Tigers at the Bulldog 7-yard line. Marcagiani out of the gun. He will give it Woodard, bouncing outside, looking for the first down. Gets down inside the 5. We'll see where they mark it. May not matter. The Tigers may go for it if it is indeed a fourth down here.
Really looked like he got enough on that play.
They're going to mark him down at the 4, and he's going to be a yard short. Officially at the 3-yard line. So the Tigers break the huddle, come to the line. Here's a 4th and 1. Marcagiani, the quarterback, pistol. Woodard behind him. Gets the snap. He gives to Woodard. He'll go left and into the end zone for the touchdown. So 4th down conversion, 4th and 1. And that's a 3-yard run into the end zone by Paul Woodard. And the Tigers now 1 point away from tying this one up.
Yeah, good decision by Woodard there to cut it off and go left off tackle. Looked like it was initially set to go directly up the middle. Bulldogs had that covered.
6:28 to go. And now it's the extra point attempt. Up and good by the Tigers. They tie it up. 14-all with 6:28 left till halftime. We're tied at 14. This is Bulldog football on KWED.
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses out of tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
9-play, 38-yard drive for the Tigers after the kickoff return by Qualls set him up with good field position. 5-yard touchdown run on 4th down by Paul Woodard. We've got a flag on the field following the extra point.
Kicking team, number 56, number 41, and number 47. That's going to be enforced on the kickoff. That is each of their first unsportsmanlike for disqualification.
So we've got 3 unsportsmanlike calls on ETBU following the extra point. Extra point is good, so they'll mark off the penalty on the kickoff. There was 3 of them. Should you mark off 45 yards as opposed to just 15, Tim?
I think the other two are just warnings, little slaps on the wrist for the other two guys. Whoever committed, it might have been something where they said something to the Bulldogs players as they were running off the field.
So they will mark off 15. And the Tigers will kick off from their own 20-yard line. Back deep at the TLU 20 are Elijah Howard and Levanta Henry. And it'll be Mitchell White to kick it off for ETBU. Again, 15-yard penalty. And this kickoff from the Tiger 20-yard line for White. Actually, Caleb Camarillo is back deep for the Bulldogs. And it's kicked towards Camarillo here on the near side. From the 15, he fields it ahead to the 20, 25, 30, and he'll dive forward to the TLU 35-yard line. So Henry on the return there. Ball game all tied up now with 6:22 left to go till halftime. TLU 14, East Texas Baptist 14. Bulldogs looking for their first home win of the season. They dropped their first two here at home to Trinity and Howard Payne before winning on the road last week at Southwestern. 1st and 10 Bulldogs from their own 36-yard line. That's where they'll start this drive. True freshman quarterback Reese Dietrich from Canyon High School in the shotgun. Gets a snap, running back gives straight ahead. Looks like it's Williams. He'll plow forward ahead to the 39-yard line, pick up 3. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like they're sticking with Williams right now. Haven't seen Guzman out there since he limped off the field earlier in the game.
Came back momentarily, then back to the sidelines. Williams going to stay in here as the other running back, Torrey Brooks, checks in. Williams will line up in the slot on the right side, and Brooks in the backfield with Dietrich in the shotgun. Now Williams in motion towards the far side. A give to Brooks coming near side. He bounces off a defender and gets spilled at the 41-yard line. Picked up about 2. Misdirection there with Cabrantre going in motion to the far sideline. The give to Brooks to the near sideline, but the Bulldogs only managed maybe 2 or 3. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, not as big of a pickup as they hoped, but still getting them some positive yardage, making this 3rd down pickup attempt.
Dominic Castellanos, the Marion Bulldog, checks in. He'll line up in the slot on the left side. 3rd down and 5. Dietrich out of the gun. And now they'll hold things up as everybody looks towards the near sideline. Under 10 seconds to go on the play clock. 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs at their own 41. Dietrich gets the snap. Play fake. Now looking. He'll be flushed out. Going left. Trying to turn the corner. Defense is there, and he'll get tripped up at the 43-yard line. About 2 or 3 yards short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down.
So 2 yards. It looks like a really long 2 yards, though. So Coach LePew has himself a decision here.
Down to 4:41 to go. 4th down and 3. And it looks like Coach LeHue is going to punt the ball away. Vincent Herrera will be out to punt for the first time. Senior from Pearland. And back deep, Zay Thomas for the Tigers. He's back at the ETBU 20. Herrera ready for the snap at the TLU 30. Long count. Here's the snap. And Herrera gets it away. A wobbler to Thomas, who fields it at the 26-yard line and gets hit right away. The Tigers will take over at their own 29. And it looks like
might be a flag on the field.
We have a flag, and we've got a Tiger down as well. Xavier Durham is on the field at the 29-yard line.
There's a little bit of a scrum on the return. He got tackled as soon as he caught the ball. And maybe the Bulldogs learning from that long kick return, making sure the returner did not get away this time.
That was Qualls who had the long kick return on the last drive for the Tigers that led to the touchdown. We've got an injured player, so we'll take a timeout with 4 minutes to go till halftime. 14-14 TLU and ETBU. This is Bulldog football on KWED.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Goldbelly. Our Davila's barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
It was Zay Thomas, the return man, who was injured on the play. He gets up and heads to the sideline. It was a penalty on the play, a personal foul. And they're going to mark this off against the Bulldogs. So the ball is going to be spotted 15 yards ahead, and they'll mark it at the East Texas Baptist 42-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't really see anything in there. Maybe some extracurricular in that scrum.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 4 minutes to go till halftime. Tie ball game, 14 apiece. Shai Marcajani, the quarterback. Shotgun pistol, running back behind him. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Running back give left side. This is Woodard spinning off the tackle. He gets pushed back behind the line of scrimmage and then falls forward back to the line. No gain on the play for Paul Woodard.
Yeah, I looked initially number 35, Nicola Pari, on the tackle. But, I mean, yeah, they're breaking a lot of tackles, the Tigers. Didn't work out for them on that play.
Went into the line, got pushed back. Was nearly dropped for a loss. Actually was dropped for a loss. Let's say he lost a yard, so 2nd down and 11. 3:29 to go till halftime. Tigers with the ball at their own 41-yard line. Marcajani in the gun, pistol, running back behind him. It's Woodard running right, has a hold, takes it upfield across the 45, and he gets dropped at the 47-yard line. A gain of about 6. And a 3rd down and about 3, upcoming 8-yard gain. Check that as they mark Woodard down at the ETBU 49. 3rd down and 3. Tigers break the huddle. Marcajani in the shotgun, running back behind him, a wing back on the right side. And a give, running back, straight ahead. That's Woodard looking for the 1st down. He's going to be close as he crosses the 50, gets tackled by Garcia. And we'll see where the officials mark the ball.
Looks like a favorable spot, and they're moving up. Yeah, it looks like a 1st down.
They haven't moved the chains yet. It looks like it's going to be a 4th down. 4th and about a foot. And the Tigers break the huddle. 4th and less than 1 at the TLU 48. Marcajani shotgun pistol. Woodard behind him. Tight formation. Here's a give. Woodard's got the 1st down inside the 40 to the 30. Ahead of the pack. The 10, the 5. Touchdown Tigers. 48 yards on the run on 4th down by Paul Woodard. And ETBU takes the lead back.
I feel like maybe the umpires missed a false start on the left guard on that play. A little bit of a flinch before that play happened. Not called.
No flag. And the Tigers take the lead. And now it's Pedro Cavazos on for the extra point attempt. Low snap. Kick is line drive and through the uprights. 21-14. ETBU over TLU. 2:12 left to go till halftime. This is Bulldog football on KWED.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
4 plays, 72 yards on the touchdown drive by the Tigers. 48-yard run on 4th down by Paul Woodard. Extra point is good. East Texas Baptist 21 and TLU 14. 2:12 to go here, 2nd quarter. So the Tigers will kick it off.
Essentially, the Bulldogs still with basically 4 timeouts left to try and get this drive going.
They'll have the 2-minute timeout. Here's the kick. And it's toward the near sideline. And at the goal line, it's Howard. Howard taking it toward the middle of the field to the 15, the 20. Now far sideline ahead of the pack. He's got one man to beat, and he's out of bounds. Near midfield, the kicker driving him out of bounds. That was Mitchell White. And there's a flag down back at the 14-yard line. So this one might be coming back, and that's going to take us down to the 2-minute timeout on the kick return as we wait for the call from the referee. Then we'll take the break.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 88 of the return team. After distancing the spot of the foul, first down Texas Lutheran. That is the 2-minute timeout.
So we'll take the 2-minute timeout as well. 21-14, East Texas Baptist over TLU. It's Bulldog football on KWED.
Taylor's Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they're ready for transfer. At Ayler's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
Block in the back on the kick return, half the distance. The penalty towards the goal line. TLU starts this drive 1st and 10 at their own 7 with 1:53 left to go until halftime. Bulldogs down 21-14.
Very costly penalty. That's a 55, 60-yard swing there.
Wipes out the long return by Elijah Howard. And now Dietrich and the offense out onto the field. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Dietrich with the snap. Running back gives straight ahead. Looks like it's Williams. He'll take it up to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down. Clock is running. 1:40 to go. Actually, Weston Guzman gets the carry back into the ball game. Good to see there as you listen to Bulldog football on KWED Seguin. Chris Austin, Tim Ormston here at Bulldog Stadium. Bulldogs not really in a hurry here, deep in their own territory.
Yeah, looks like Coach Lahew's playing it safe.
Snap to Dietrich, gives to Guzman, running left. He's got a hole around the corner across the 15, the 20, breaks a tackle with the 25, 35, 40, far sideline, and he gets drugged down at the 50-yard line. May have gotten horse-collared there, but Weston Guzman gets the Bulldogs out from under the shadow of their own goalpost and takes it to midfield.
Yeah, 1:16 on the clock, so much for playing it safe. Now they got their 3 timeouts, all near midfield.
I'll say Weston went out at the TLU 47. He'll come to the sidelines, and Cabrantre Williams will check in to the ball game after the 36-yard run. We're down to 1:16 to go, as you mentioned, Tim, here at until halftime. Bulldogs down by 7. Dietrich out of the shotgun, and he'll give to Williams this time. Running left, has a hole across midfield to the 40, far sideline, 35, 30, and he's forced out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 2 big runs there by the Bulldogs. Weston Guzman with a long one, and now Cabrantre Williams takes it down the far sideline. And the Bulldogs are down to the ETBU 23-yard line.
Yeah, nice patient run by Cabrantre, setting up the blockers, got 29 yards on that carry.
Bulldogs have plenty of time left, 68 seconds to go. 1st and 10 at the Tiger 23. They trail 21-14. Dietrich out of the gun. Now he'll look towards the near sideline. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Williams is the running back to the right of the quarterback in the gun. And Dietrich gets the snap. He'll give to Williams. Up the middle. Has a hold to the 15, to the 10, and down to the 6-yard line. Another first down. Bulldogs will have a 1st and goal. They stop the clock with 1:01 to go as they move the chains.
Yeah, still a minute on the clock, and now you got to start thinking about chewing up some clock instead of being in a hurry.
They wind the clock up now as they move the sticks. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs at the 7-yard line of ETBU. Williams going to stay in at the running back position. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right, and now here's a give to Williams, looking left for a hole. He'll fall forward down to the 5. Clock is running down to 34 seconds, and clock is stopped here. Timeout is called
Timeout, Texas Lutheran.
By the Bulldogs with 34 seconds to go. And when we come back to action, Bulldogs will have it 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line, but a drive that started inside their own 10-yard line. And the Bulldogs getting downfield, using the running game to do it, Tim.
Yeah, I think I said earlier that Coach LeGue wanted to play it safe. I didn't think it meant he wouldn't throw the ball. This is all on the ground, this entire drive.
Cabrantre Williams and Weston Guzman accounting for the yards on the ground on this drive. Bulldogs trailing 21-14 as we're under a minute to go here in the second quarter. We'll talk with TLU Sports Information Director Bryce Hayes at the half. So Bulldogs back onto the field following the timeout against 2nd and goal at the East Texas Baptist 5-yard line. Pistol formation. Dietrich in the gun, gives to Guzman, the deep back, and he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage back at the 7 as he tries to go right. And the Bulldogs will call their final timeout with 27 seconds to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, as soon as Guzman got the ball, Dominic Williams, number 11, put Tigers all over him.
Well, that will set up a 3rd and goal from the 7. Cabrantre Williams over 100 yards rushing. He has 109 yards on 11 carries. Weston Guzman 65 yards on 10 carries. Had the 37-yard run with the Bulldogs deep in their own territory that brought it near midfield. And now the Bulldogs facing a 3rd and goal at the 8-yard line. They have one timeout as I look at the scoreboard. Sunsplash scoreboard.
Yes, it is.
It's kind of hard to see the numbers, but I see a 1 next to TOL. Timeouts left by on the Bulldogs side of the scoreboard. So they've got one timeout and 27 seconds to go. They got options here with a 3rd and goal at the 8.
Yeah, no throws on this drive so far, so we'll see if they put it up here.
Reggie Hodge, another running back, has checked in for the Bulldogs. He's going to line up as a wingback on the left. As Dietrich in the pistol, Guzman behind him. Tight formation. Play fake, and now Dietrich rolling right, looking towards the end zone. Now he'll run it. He'll take it out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Gets forced out there. It's going to be 4th down, so nothing there in the end zone for Dietrich. And it looks like a 4th down now for the Bulldogs with 20 seconds to go.
That was a misdirection play, running, fake the run left, and have all the receivers come to the right, but there was no one open for Dietrich. Nicely covered.
So 4th down and goal, and no DJ Augustine. Offense still on the field. 4th and goal at the 6, and now a timeout is called by ETBU, and head coach Calvin Ruzicka will take it as well. 20 seconds to go till halftime. TLU trailing 21-14 to East Texas Baptist. This is Bulldog Football on KWED and SeguinToday.com.
Advanced care for active lifestyles.
The
When it
Kaler
comes
Company
to
is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go, Bulldogs!
Tigers call a timeout, and the TLU offense still on the field. 4th and goal at the 6-yard line. So here we go. Bulldogs trail 21-14. Dietrich in the shotgun. Guzman to his left. Gets the snap. Back to throw. Looking. And he'll throw it in the flat. Ball deflected. Falls incomplete. Trying to set up a screen to Guzman. And the Bulldogs turn it over on downs. They started at their own 7-yard line. Drove all the way down to the Tigers' 6-yard line. Skewed the field goal. Augustine's missed one today. And they turn the ball over back to the Tigers on 4th down.
Yeah, that was a weirdly designed play because it was a screen allowing the rushers to come through, but it looked like initially it was a blocking set.
So Bulldogs a lot of yards in the first half, but empty drives, a couple of them, missed a field goal, and this one they turn it over inside the ETBU 10-yard line, and the Tigers are going to kneel out the ball and head to the locker room as the final seconds will count down here in the second quarter. So we head to halftime here at Bulldog Stadium. It's East Texas Baptist 21 and Texas Lutheran 14. We'll take a timeout. We'll look at some numbers. We'll also talk with Texas Lutheran University Sports Information Director Bryce Hayes at halftime. Halftime at Bulldog Stadium on a Saturday afternoon. ETBU 21, TLU 14. You're listening to Bulldog Football on AM 1580 KWED and streaming at SeguinToday.com.
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses out of tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Goldbelly. Our Davila's barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Taylor Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they're ready for transfer. At Ayler's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
Guadalupe Regional Medical Foundation is vital to our community. Discover why donors give and be inspired to join them.
The hospital here has just grown and has such good services to provide to our community. It's local, and I think that's very important.
The foundation raises a large amount of money for projects that's important for the hospital to progress and become a better hospital.
Sometimes there's so many choices as to where our donations go, and donating to the foundation takes the guesswork out of it. I know that our funds are going to a local community hospital.
It's just amazing that a community-owned hospital that's not drawing tax money is able to do the work that they do here.
Most folks want to have quality health care, and by giving to the foundation, we can ensure that happens.
Support a healthier future for our community. Give to the Guadalupe Regional Medical Foundation. Your donation today makes a lasting impact. For more information or to donate to Guadalupe Regional Medical Foundation, please visit grmedfoundation.org or contact Elaine Bennett at 830-401-7209.
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go Bulldogs!
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses have tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or like the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Goldbelly. Our Davila's barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Taylor's Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they're ready for transfer. At Taylor's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
Advanced care for active lifestyles. When it comes to top-notch orthopedics, count on Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. We specialize in award-winning care that's right here, close to home. For 2025, we're ranked among the top 6% hospitals nationwide for orthopedic services and proud recipients of the Women's Choice Award, proof of our unwavering commitment to exceptional care. At GRMC, we offer the most comprehensive orthopedic services. Our highly skilled physicians are experts in diagnosing and treating injuries and conditions affecting bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and nerves. Don't let joint pain or injuries hold you back. Discover the right care right here at Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. Learn more at grmedcenter.com.
Halftime here at Bulldogs Stadium. The East Texas Baptist Tigers 21 and the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs 14. Chris Austin, Tim Ormston. Now being joined by the sports information director here at Texas Lutheran University, Bryce Hayes. And Bryce, got to talk about the first half. The Bulldogs outgaining the Tigers in total offense, 327 to 186, but they're behind on the scoreboard here at the half.
Explosive plays. I mean, that's
for the Tigers. You're right.
That's kind of defined this first half. It hasn't been the prettiest game. You can definitely tell there's two freshman quarterbacks battling it out. But I mean, you get the explosive play that Flo College already pulled and posted before I could even get it statted good with Caleb Camarillo starting the game, which has kind of been a staple point for the Bulldogs offense this year. Just Caleb's down there somewhere, we'll find him. But I mean, on the other side, it's kind of been the same thing. You had the big pass to Devin Phillips, their first drive, and then the massive run for almost 50 yards for the Tigers late in the half. And that's really just been the biggest plays for the offense. Neither side has really necessarily moved it well. Like, there's a lot of yards for TLU, but there's also been a lot of lost yards with penalties. I mean, you had the massive kick return from Howard earlier that got negated with the block in the back. A lot of false starts, which I'm sure Johnny Garcia is not happy about. You had the missed extra point. You had the missed field goal, which I know Coach Marshall isn't happy about. So it's just been a lot of missed opportunity. You had the interception just because Reese kind of stared him down. It hasn't been a clean half. And then what sucks is you give up the touchdown late and ETPU gets the ball after the half, which is always kind of hard to kind of maintain that momentum, especially when you get stopped there late on the last drive when you only got 6 yards you have to get and you get stalled out. You never want that to happen, especially with a team that, like ETPU, that has a bunch of momentum coming in undefeated. Now you stall the opposing offense out late in the half at their place. Now you come out second half with a whole lot of momentum.
Yeah, interesting call by Coach LaHue there at the end of the half. A.J. Augustine would have had about a 23-yard field goal to close the half to get some points on the board. He missed a field goal earlier in the half, 43 yards.
You missed two field goals in short yardage situation, down a touchdown. I understand it, but at the same time, you got to execute and find a way to get it in the end zone.
And we got 30 minutes to go in this one as the Bulldogs find themselves behind 21-14 here at the half. You mentioned Caleb Camarillo, the big touchdown pass on the first drive, 72 yards. Then the Bulldogs had the extra point blocked, and then the Tigers respond on their first drive. Big 69-yard touchdown pass took the lead at 7-6. Bulldogs took the lead back early in the second quarter after the score was 7-6 after the first, with the Weston Guzman 27-yard catch and run on the screen pass from Reese Dietrich made the score 14-7. Then a pair of touchdowns to close the half at the 6:28 mark. Paul Woodward, a 5-yard run for the Tigers to even the game at 14. Then Woodward, a 48-yard touchdown run with 2:02 left to go to put the Tigers out in front 21-14. And that's where we are here at the half at Bulldog Stadium. ETBU 21 and TLU 14. As again, we're joined by TLU Sports Information Director Bryce Hayes here at the half, the hardest working Sports Information Director in the business.
I try.
with all the things that you're involved with here at TLU, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, the website, TLUBulldogs.com.
All the things.
Yeah, and you keep everybody informed, and now we want you to inform us on how things are going with the sports programs here at TLU. No volleyball, soccer, basketball is upcoming. What do we got going on here?
A lot more positive talk than last time we were here. Volleyball was able to end their losing streak to start conference with a sweep yesterday at McMurray, which I know, seeing them walk around, a lot more smiling faces than the last few days I've seen them.
Some
soccer,
of the ladies are here. Yeah,
some of the ladies are already back out in this very hot Seguin heat.
Getting some work on their tans maybe here
absolutely.
today. Yeah.
I promise I have no envy for anybody out in the field. I'm enjoying my well air-conditioned press box.
As are we. Yes, as are we.
Our women's soccer team picked up a big win yesterday, starting conference play, beating Austin College 3-1 in Sherman. Men's soccer tied yesterday, and probably the craziest final 5 minutes you'll ever see. Had a 2-0 lead going into the 85th minute, then boom, boom, Austin College ties it up. But at least we got out of there with a point. Didn't lose the game. So there is some solace in that.
Kangaroos kicked a couple in late there. Huh?
Yeah, they did. It was a very odd situation. I'll say that, with a header, and then 45 seconds later you get a penalty kick that they got in, and it was a whole thing. It was exciting to watch, but obviously you wanted to go a different way for the Bulldogs. But you get a point. They don't start 0-1. They start 0-1 in conference. Speaking of New Braunfels Canyon Cougars, you had Mackenzie Combs with the top 5 finish yesterday in women's cross country, which is always a big thing for them. And you brought up basketball.
She must have been a high school classmate with Reese Dietrich.
Should have been.
I imagine
she would have been 2 classes ahead of him.
Okay.
You brought up basketball. Started practice last week, actually, and I've seen Coach Falke working with the guys and got to work with our women's basketball team the last couple of days. And, obviously Coach Patterson is working towards winning another championship. And I do have some news for you.
Some news. Okay, what's the news you have for us, Bryce?
Bulldog Bash is officially October 23rd.
Okay.
7:30 p.m. at Memorial Gymnasium. I want to implore everybody, Seguin, you included, Chris and Tim, come on out, hang out with us. Slam dunk contest. You won't see Easton this time.
Easton Allen, who's at Ole Miss now, doing pretty well for himself.
Yes.
Found himself a graduate assistant coaching job under Chris Beard.
Coach Beard down there. He's probably enjoying the Grove a little bit today, though.
Ole Miss playing at home today? I don't know if they are,
honestly don't know.
But
I'm so caught up in TLU now, I don't know who's playing who.
But you bring up Easton Allen, who did the broadcast with us here on the football games, was a member of the TLU basketball team here on campus and graduated. And for folks who don't know, he's now a graduate assistant at Ole Miss under Chris Beard.
Yeah, he's big time now.
Yeah. Of course, his father, John, is the head coach at Marion High School, so maybe following in his father, John Allen's footsteps.
Absolutely. I know he kind of shifted what he wanted to do late on me. He went from baby-faced freshman asking could he do play-by-play to senior year, I think I want to coach. I'm saying, all right, do what you need to do. And he's doing his best now. I know it was a lot for him at first, but I think it's starting to slow down for him as much as it can before, it's all guns blazing with the season getting ready to start here, which is still hard to compute to me that it's almost actually basketball season.
Yeah, that is real good to hear about, former TLU Bulldog and former broadcast partner of mine here on these broadcasts, Easton Allen, doing well. So we wish Easton best of luck. And you mentioned Bulldog Bash, October 23rd. Are you entering the slam dunk contest? I know Easton had in the past. Are you going to fill in for him?
No.
Okay.
No.
What about the three-point contest? Can you shoot the rock from deep?
I am retired from all athletic contests on this campus.
Okay. Well, you're former linebacker in college at D3, at the D3 level.
And they asked me this morning, you suiting up today? Absolutely not. I enjoy my body not hurting. So I am just okay watching you guys and tweeting about you, and I will not be playing any intramurals, any of that. I enjoy. So
you're retired.
I'm retired.
What, the young age of what?
27. I'm retired. They will not get me hurt running behind them. I see it happen a little too often with people still trying to live out those glory days. Now you tearing Achilles and messing up shoulders and blowing knees out. It's not that serious. I lived out my dream. I got to play college football. I get to coach college softball now. That's enough. I promise it's okay.
He is Sports Information Director Bryce Hayes joining us here at the half. KWED streaming at SeguinToday.com. TLU Bulldogs trailing East Texas Baptist by a score of 21-14. As you mentioned, Bulldog Bash. We got volleyball and soccer. And I know we've got all those great articles that people can find online at the website, TLUBulldogs.com. And, of course, all the socials as well.
Thankfully, I only have to write one today.
Is that right? Just this one. And hopefully we can get hopefully we can get a good ending to the story on that article after the final 30 minutes in this one. What do you think the Bulldogs need to do in the second half, Bryce?
Well, I heard Coach Lee Hughes talking in the pregame show about establishing a run. They've done a pretty good job of that. You got
I would say
Cabrante
so.
Williams with 109 yards rushing in the first half. Conversely, you got to stop the run. They've given up 110 yards. You never want to do that in a half. Really don't even want to do it in a game. Sometimes that just happens by the nature of the pace of play, but you don't want that to happen in a half. You got to cut the penalties out. You can't have that many penalties really ever. And some of those came out to be detrimental. I mentioned the one on the kickoff return. Special teams. You got to take advantage of all those opportunities. You got to win the turnover margin, which right now they aren't. You had the interception. You had a dropped interception ETBU could have had earlier. You had the fumble earlier with Dietrich getting sacked in the backfield. There's a lot of situations. It could be worse for the Bulldogs, but right now they've been kind of blessed by the football guys that it's only a 7-point game.
Right, down 21-14, that's right.
But, there's a lot of things they're going to have to clean up coming into the second half, especially with the Tigers getting the ball first.
Yeah, so that you mentioned, ETBU will get the ball first to start the second half. Bryce, always appreciate you making time for us halftime of these ball games. I know we're not going to be back here at Bulldog Stadium until next month. Bulldogs off next week. They got a trip to Centenary.
Can you believe that it's almost October?
We're just days away already because you just mentioned it, Bulldog Bash, October 23rd.
It feels so wrong that it's almost October, but that means it
doesn't feel like it though.
It cools down a little bit. Not right now, but it does cool down a little bit. The leaves start to changing, and basketball season starts closer to baseball and softball postseason.
Oh, now we're getting into spring almost. Wow.
Yeah,
we just started fall. You're ready for spring.
I got to think that far ahead, man.
That's right.
We got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, Bryce, appreciate your time here at halftime. Enjoy the second half. Go Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. Go Bulldogs.
All right. That is Bryce Hayes, Sports Information Director here at Texas Lutheran University. Again, Bulldogs trailing East Texas Baptist. A score 21-14 here at the half. We'll take a timeout, look at some halftime stats just ahead. Tim Ormston will join us again, get some first half analysis. This is Bulldog football. It's halftime. East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. We got more here at the half on KWED just ahead. Stay close.
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go Bulldogs!
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses out of tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Goldbelly. Our Davila's barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Taylor Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they're ready for transfer. At Ayler's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Just minutes away from the start of the second half here at Bulldog Stadium. East Texas Baptist 21 and TLU 14. Chris Austin and Tim Ormston on the call here on the campus of Texas Lutheran University on a Saturday afternoon. Meant to mention this earlier. Today is the birthday of KWED General Manager Darren Dunn. Of course, Darren is also the PA announcer here at Bulldog Stadium. So it's Darren's birthday, so it'd be nice for the Bulldogs if they can come back here in the second half and give Darren a win on his birthday. So we got to send out happy birthday wishes to Darren Dunn. He's just a couple of rooms down to our left in the press box here at Bulldog Stadium doing the PA announcements. Well, let's look at some of the stats here at halftime. Again, Bulldogs trailing the East Texas Baptist Tigers 21-14. They outgained the Tigers in the first half in total offense, as we mentioned earlier, 328 to 186. Bulldogs 143 yards through the air in that first half. Quarterback for the Bulldogs, Reese Dietrich, 7 of 12 with 1 interception and 2 touchdowns in that first half. Cabrante Williams on the ground, 109 yards on 11 carries. Weston Guzman has carried the ball 10 times for 62 yards. Leading receiver for Texas Lutheran, Caleb Camarillo, with that 1 catch, 72 yards, a touchdown in the first half. Bulldogs with 12 first downs to ETBU's 6. They outrushed the Tigers 184 to 110. We mentioned with the passing yards, they outgained ETBU 143 to 46 in that first half. Penalties have been a trouble spot for TLU. 7 penalties in that first half for 55 yards. Only 1 penalty for ETBU for 15 yards in the first half, as Tim joins us here at halftime, and that's one thing that the Bulldogs and even Bryce was mentioning, got to clean up those mistakes in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about the penalties. We talked about the turnovers, the self-inflicted wounds, the missed opportunities to drive at the end of the half where you don't come away with points. And then we talk about the kick game, and I see that Coach LeHue sent his kick team out early from the locker room. They've been out here kicking for at least 10, 12 minutes now. They had the missed extra point, the missed field goal that went wide left, even the punt game. Only one punt, and it won 26 yards, but they, had the 15-yard penalty after that. So, I mean, they're really just – the kicking game is not working along with the penalties and the turnovers.
Yeah, special teams, a problem spot for TLU, and this coming off of a week where A.J. Augustine, the kicker for TLU, was named the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference Special Teams Player of the Week. But you mentioned, Tim, the block on one of the extra point attempts, the missed field goal from 43 yards out there in the second quarter that was wide left, and then interesting decision by Coach LeHue late in the first half. They had a 4th and goal at the 6-yard line. Would have been a 23-yard field goal at the end of the half. They decided to go for it. Don't get the touchdown. Turn it over on downs. Don't get the points. Come up empty-handed. They're down by 7 heading into the third quarter.
I think you saw Coach LeHue trying to take advantage of the big run plays that they got to get down to that part of the field. But then considering that they're going to have to kick off to start the second half, I think if he had to do it again, Coach LeHue would probably put the 3 points on the board.
Yeah, kind of interesting that Coach LeHue decided to do that. You would think game still in the first half, you got to get points. This is a game where we thought there would be a lot of points scored, so as many points as you can get would be helpful. But the Bulldogs come up empty-handed, and as you mentioned, Tim, the Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. So ETBU up by 7, 21-14 here at the half. They will receive the second half kickoff. Next up for TLU's the bye week next week, and then on October 11th they'll start Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference play. They'll be on the road in Louisiana to take on Centenary there in Shreveport. Saturday, October 18th is the next home game here at Bulldog Stadium. They'll take on the Hendricks Warriors, and we'll have that game here on KWED, 1 o'clock kickoff. That is in 3 weeks here on AM 1580 KWED and streaming at SeguinToday.com. So it'll be Caleb Schultze to kick it off for the Bulldogs. They'll defend the north end zone this time, going left to right in front of us. Slight wind at their back as Schultze tees it up at the 35-yard line. Chambers and Qualls back deep. Qualls had a nice return in the first half for the Tigers. And here is the second half kickoff. It's toward Qualls, and he will let it go over his head. It lands 5 yards deep in the end zone and rolls through the back. And the Tigers will start the second half, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. East Texas Baptist 21 and TLU 14. So it'll be shy of Marcajani. Only 3 and 9 in the first half, 76 yards, had a long touchdown pass. One touchdown for the Tigers in the first half. We mentioned Bulldogs outgaining the Tigers 327-186. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 25-yard line. And Marcajani is in the shotgun with Paul Woodard behind him in the pistol tight formation. And we've got 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. Here's a running back give straight up the gut. It's Woodard to the line and forward for maybe a gain of 2 as he gets pushed back behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Nicola Pari on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you see the Bulldog defense, I think, keying on the freshman quarterback and running back who had a really nice game last week, Woodward. It's about 8, 9 people in the box. They're stacking the box against this run.
Good. Woodward, a junior from Freeport, 2nd and 8. And a tight formation, pistol formation with Marcajani, the quarterback. He nearly fumbled a snap, picks it up. Now will throw deep near sideline. Has a man behind the defense, and the ball is underthrown. It falls incomplete at the TLU 36-yard line. Eddie Brown back defensively for the Bulldogs. It was intended for Devin Phillips. He's the one who scored the long touchdown in the first half.
Yeah, and Phillips had the defensive back beat on that. He was wide open, but the wind knocked that pass down. It's blowing against the offense this quarter.
So they Tigers facing the win, and a 3rd and 8 now at their own 27-yard line as they break the huddle. Shari Marcagiani, the quarterback, with a running back to his left. Man in motion in front of the quarterback. They fake a jet sweep near side. Now throw. Slant here near side. Complete to receiver at the 35. He takes it upfield across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That's Vontez Martin with a first down.
Yeah, nice, strong throw from the quarterback, Marcagiani, on that one.
3rd and 8, and the Tigers convert. They were only 1 of 6 on 3rd downs in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 41-yard line. Marcagiani shotgun pistol, Woodard behind him. Tigers, or the Bulldogs, showing blitz. Here's a play fake. Back to throws. Marcagiani has time. Here comes pressure up the middle. Now he avoids it. He'll head towards the near sideline, get away from the rush, turn the corner, and step out of bounds at the Tiger 49-yard line. Got 7. Got out of pressure there.
Yeah, pressure brought by Dylan Rearick. Had the quarterback lined up, but a nice little step aside by Marcagiani, able to get out of the pocket and pick up some positive yards.
Went left, picked up 7, so 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers at their own 48-yard line. Opening drive of the second half. ETBU up 21-14. Marcagiani in the shotgun. Sends a wing back from the right to the left side. He'll give it to his running back, Woodard. Hole on the left side across midfield. Then he gets stacked up at the TLU 48, but that's going to be enough for a first down. Needed 3, got 3. So the Tigers move the chains. They're in the plus territory. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 48-yard line. Almost 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers by 7, 21-14. Marcagiani breaks the huddle with the offense in the pistol. Woodard behind him, the running back. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Marcagiani claps his hands once, twice. Gives to Woodard. This is Jordan Woodard. He tries to spin out of a tackle. Can't do it. He gets brought down near the line of scrimmage. Marvin Ferris, the linebacker, makes the stop.
Yeah, sure tackle by Marvin Ferris, going low, getting the legs, making sure there was no run after contact there. Minimal gain on that play.
So no gain on the stop by the sophomore Ferris. And it's 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers at the Bulldog 48-yard line. Marcagiani shotgun. Woodard behind him. Man in motion now from the slot on the right side to the near side. Now he will give it on the snap to Woodard. Straight ahead. A hole on the right side inside the 45. Finally gets brought down at the TLU 42-yard line. Paul Woodard on the carry. A gain of about 6. 3rd and 4 upcoming.
Nice job by Tyler Littleton getting to that tackle and making sure the running back didn't spin out again and get some extra yards after contact.
Littleton from his free safety position. 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers. They have the ball at the TLU 42-yard line. Marcagiani in the gun. And the running back is Paul Woodard. To his right now is shift over to the left. Wing back on the right, 2 wides. Back to throw is Marcagiani. Deep ball near sideline. This ball will float and fall incomplete at the goal line. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down. Back defensively, Merrick Square for the Bulldogs on that one.
It is intended for number 86, Tyrese Grant. Not much room there. Great coverage by Merrick Square.
So it's 4th and 4. And it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for the Tigers. They will go for it. They have it at the Bulldog 42. Marcagiani in the shotgun. Woodard behind him. Wing back on the right side. Shifts to the left in front of the quarterback. Here's Woodard on the carry. He gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Owen Garcia, the reigning SCAC Defensive Player of the Week, with the stop. Turnover on downs.
Tackle number 5 on the game for Owen Garcia, and none bigger than that one.
Had 10 last week in the win over Southwestern. Makes the stop here at midfield. Gives the ball back to the TLU offense. Their first possession of the second half. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
You see both coaches being aggressive. Both teams.
So here comes the freshman, the true freshman, Reese Dietrich, and the TLU offense. Dietrich shotgun, give Guzman. He'll go straight up the middle into the line and maybe gain a yard.
Yeah, tough sliding up the middle. Not much room for Guzman there. Looks like the Bulldogs are trying to go back to what worked at the end of the half.
Guzman, 11 carries on the day, 62 yards for the senior track star in the spring. 2nd down and 9, gain of 1. And it's Dietrich out of the gun for the Bulldogs at their own 42. Play fake to Guzman. Now Dietrich runs around the left corner, and he'll dive forward across the 45, brought down at the 46. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6 for TLU. Clock is running, 10-12 to go here, 3rd quarter. Chris Taylor, the big tight end, is going to check out here. Brandon Wells will check in at one of the wide receiver spots. He's going to line up in the slot on the right side. 3 out there on that side, 1 to the left. Dietrich in the gun, running back to his right. A 3rd down and 6. Back to throw is Dietrich. Here comes pressure. Throws down the middle. Incomplete, intended for Levante Henry. Down around the 36-yard line of ETBU. That pass thrown in front of Henry, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, you see both teams struggling today to convert on 3rd down. It's 1 for 8 now for the Bulldogs. And you saw earlier the Tigers were having their trouble there. 1 for 7 now.
So now it'll be the punt team out for the Bulldogs. And it'll be Herrera. Normally the kicker will be the punter here. And a man back deep inside the 20 is Paul Woodard for the Tigers. So Herrera back at his 32 to field the snap here on 4th down and 8. Here's the snap. Here comes a rush, and Herrera gets it away, and it's over the head of the return man. It's going to land at the 5 and into the end zone for a touchback. Kobe Chambers actually back deep for the Tigers on that one. That ball sailed over his head into the end zone. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 20.
Yeah, that was a bit of a line drive bullet. Probably because Herrera felt the rush and wanted to get that kick away as quick as possible. Didn't really get the wind to help him on that one.
Rush was on, and Herrera punting the ball into the end zone. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Their second possession here in the second half. They start from their own 20. Marcajani, the freshman from San Antonio Roosevelt, in the gun. A lot of shifting here now. They'll move a wing back to the left side, and Woodard behind the quarterback. Pistol. Woodard gets the call straight ahead. Hole on the left side. Takes it across the 25, the 30, the 40, to midfield, the 50. He's got one man to beat in the TLU territory to the 25, the 20 far sideline. He gets pushed out of bounds at the Bulldog 14. Saving the touchdown was Eddie Brown, but that's a huge run by Woodard.
Yeah, now we see why he racked up all those yards last week. Nice cut in the hole to spring him for that long run.
All the way down to the TLU 14. Woodard had 154 yards last week rushing against Centenary. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers at the TLU 14. Jordan Woodard will replace Paul Woodard in the pistol. And they give Jordan Woodard straight ahead into the line. Nothing there. Bunch of black shirts in the area making the stop.
That's Zeke Williams, number 59.
Zeke Williams on the play. No gain. And it'll be 2nd down and 10, down to 8:56 to go, 3rd quarter. It's East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. Tigers break the huddle here on 2nd and 10, pistol formation with Marcajani, the quarterback, in front of Jordan Woodard, the running back. Tight formation, nobody out wide. It's a run up the middle to Woodard. He'll bounce it outside to the left, trying to shed tacklers. He takes it inside the 10 and finally gets brought down at the 6-yard line. Tyler Littleton on the stop for the Bulldogs. It's a gain of 8. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2. They'll mark the ball down at the TLU 6-yard line. And the Tigers knocking on the door here as we come up on 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. They lead by 7, 21-14. They break the huddle again, tight formation. Pistol with Woodard, Jordan Woodard, the deep back. Here's the snap, give to Woodard, up the middle, takes it down to the 4. That's going to be very close to a 1st down. It was a 3rd and 2. We'll see if they say it's a 1st down or not. It looks like it will be 1st and goal now for the Tigers. They spot the ball at the TLU 4.
Yeah, a lot of room to run there for Jordan Woodward. Nice job by number 22, John Chupi, getting in there to make the tackle, prevent the touchdown.
One of the nickelbacks coming up there, but now it's 1st and goal for the Tigers at the TLU 4-yard line. Jordan Woodward, they deep back in the pistol. Marcajani with the snap, gives to Woodward left, and he'll run into a bunch of black shirts there, led by Ezekiel Williams. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. It'll be 2nd and goal down at the 2 or 3 yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Zeke Williams is trying to pull the ball out there on the carry.
Why not? Only 1 turnover so far in this ball game. That was on an interception by the Bulldogs in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 2 for the Tigers. Twin backs now for the quarterback, Marcajani, in the shotgun now. He'll let a couple of those go over to the left, a couple of those backs to the left now, and now it's a pistol with Woodward, Jordan Woodward, and he'll get the call and take it down the one. He lost the ball. He lost the ball. It's on the ground. Who has it? Bulldogs say they have it. They do. What a time to get a turnover inside their own 5-yard line. Bulldogs turn the Tigers away. Well, a lot of movement there by the Tigers. Pre-snap, they had twin backs in the backfield. They moved them over to wingbacks on the left, and then Woodward shifted behind the quarterback in the pistol, got the handoff, lost the ball, and the Bulldogs recover inside the TLU 5-yard line.
Yeah, nice stop by Chupe again, bringing down the running back, but it looked like it might have been Nicola Perry knocking that ball loose to create the fumble. Huge turnover.
Huge turnover indeed for the Bulldogs. Now they're at their own 2, and it's Dietrich in the shotgun. He'll give it straight ahead to Cabrantre Williams, and he'll pull forward for maybe a couple up to the 5-yard line, giving the Bulldogs a little breathing room here. A gain of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, you see the Bulldog offense keying on the run game, trying to get that established. Dietrich not really throwing the ball very much here.
Williams over 100 yards on the game, 111 on 12 carries. Dietrich in the gun again, gets a snap. Now he's going to throw from the end zone. Flags are down, complete along the near sideline. Caught by Jamari Nichols at the 18, but we'll check the penalty.
Yeah, it looked like offsides on the defense on the right edge.
So this play will stand up if that is indeed the call, as Nichols made the catch along the near sideline, fell down at around the 18, and it is offsides.
That penalty is declined. And go to the play. 1st down.
On East Texas Baptist, the Tigers jump there, and the Bulldogs decline the penalty.
Yeah, that's only their 2nd penalty of the game and going to be declined.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They move the ball out to their own 19-yard line. Dietrich, the freshman, in the shotgun. Give Williams running left. A little hole. He squirts ahead across the 20 to the 21-yard line, just a gain of 2.
Taking that run directly at number 11, Dominic Williams, the defensive lineman for the Tigers, 6'7", 232.
Yeah, big kid there. You don't miss him.
Going to be hard to break that tackle.
Gain of 2 for Cabrantre Williams on the play. So 2nd down and 8. We're coming up on 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Bulldogs trail 21-14. Dietrich shotgun, and now whistles, and a flag is down. Movement along the line, it looks like, against the Bulldogs.
Offense, number 17. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That's on one of the receivers, Jamari Nichols. And that makes it 2nd down and about 13. Officials will move the ball back to the TLU 17-yard line. They'll run the clock. 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. East Texas Baptist 21, Texas Lutheran 14. Bulldogs in the no huddle. They get the play. Dietrich lines them up. Working out of the gun, Cabrantre Williams to his right. A give. Williams straight ahead. Takes it upfield to the 20 and falls forward down at the 22-yard line. This will bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Under 5 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter.
Looking to turn around their fortunes on 3rd down, 1 for 8 now, looking to get that 2nd 3rd down pickup.
So everybody on the field for the Bulldogs looking towards the near sideline for the play. Weston Guzman is checked back in at the running back position. Twin wides to each side for Dietrich. Gets the shotgun snap, back to throw. Here comes pressure, and he gets wrapped up by that big defensive lineman, Dominic Williams, for the sack way back at the 17-yard line. It'll be fourth down. A 6'7" defensive end, Dominic Williams, senior from Houston, makes the sack, and the punt team out for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he was there so quickly, I'm not sure if Dietrich ever saw him. I don't know how you miss him, though.
Not hard to miss at 6'7". It'll be Herrera back to punt for TLU, standing at his 4-yard line. Chambers back deep for the Tigers at around the 50 on that Bulldog head logo. Here's the snap, and Herrera gets it away. End under end kick. It'll bounce at the TLU 48 on one hop. It's Chambers fielding it at the Tiger 46. Gets away from a couple of tacklers and heads towards the far sideline, trying to turn the corner inside the 45, the 40, 35, 30. He's pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice return by Chambers. Was in some trouble after he fielded that punt on a hop. Got away from a couple of tacklers, head toward the far sideline, and takes it into TLU territory.
Yeah, that was a fortunate hop for the Tigers on that. Hopped up right to him. Easy to catch that ball and field return. And you see it again, special teams missed tackles.
Chambers getting away from a couple of tacklers and takes it down to the TLU 25-yard line. That's where Marcajani and the offense will start. Paul Woodard, the running back, to the right of the quarterback. Marcajani back to throws. He gets the snap. Drifting back. Here comes pressure up the middle. Now he's flush. Coming towards the near sideline. He'll throw it away. Out of bounds into the TLU bench.
Yeah, pressure brought that time by Anthony Ortega. Couldn't quite bring down the quarterback. Good job of getting away from the rush.
Yeah, just threw the ball away, got out of the pocket, and was able to get the ball past the line of scrimmage, so no intentional grounding there. Second down and 10 for the Tigers at the TLU 25-yard line. East Texas Baptist leading 21-14 here with 3:04 to go, third quarter. Pistol with Woodard behind the quarterback. And it'll be Woodard getting the call, running left, finding a hole, spinning, and taking it down to the 20-yard line. Picked up 5. And it'll be 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Tigers. And we have a Bulldog slow to get up. That's actually Marvin Ferris, the linebacker. He's to his feet. He's going to come to the sideline. And Zachary White's going to come in to replace Ferris. 3rd and 5 now for the Tigers. They have the ball at the TLU 21. Officially a 3rd down and 6. ETBU out in front, 21-14, 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. Marcajani gets the play, checks his wristband. They're still in the huddle. Got plenty of time on the play clock as they break the huddle with 19 seconds. Marcajani in the shotgun. And Paul Woodard is the running back to his right, 2 wideouts left, and just a wingback on the right, working between the hashes. Low snap, and Marcajani to throw. He'll throw it to the far sideline in front of his intended target, out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like the Tigers are going to kick the field goal here and try to make this a 2-score game.
Big stop by the defense after forcing the fumble down near the goal line. After the big kick return, they forced a 3 and out and forced the field goal attempt.
So it'll be Mitchell White to attempt a 37-yarder. This will be straight away, right between the hashes. Right-footed kicker whistles before the snap, and I think we have movement along the line on East Texas Baptist. It's going to push them back 5.
It's probably fortunate for them because that kick was going to miss wide right.
So it is a 5-yard penalty. False start on the Tigers. They move it back 5 yards. We're going to get a new football in here. Maybe the kicker, the holder requesting a new football for the kicker after missing that kick that didn't count. So they spot it at the 26. It's going to be a 43-yarder now. Straight away for White. Right-footed kicker. Here's the snap. Ball placed down. Kick on the way, and it is no good. Wide right. Into a slight breeze, but it drifts to the right. No good, and the Tigers turned away.
Looked like the new football did not help.
So he had 2 shots at it, one from 38 that didn't count, that missed, and then he misses the one that counts from 43. So special teams hurting the Tigers this time as they come away empty-handed following the missed field goal. 1st and 10 for TLU now, starting this drive at their own 26. And it's Dietrich working out of the shotgun. And a give to Weston Guzman, trying to turn the corner on the right side, and he's going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. A lot of white shirts there to make the play. Clock is running, under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. These teams exchanging possessions, but unable to put points on the scoreboard. Bulldog defense coming up with a fumble recovery inside their own 5-yard line earlier in the quarter, and now the Tigers missing a field goal from 43. 2nd down and 10 for TLU at their own 26. Dietrich out of the gun, throws in the flat. Guzman, he's hit right away at the 29-yard line. Going to pick up about 3. So mark him out of bounds at the 30, and a 3rd down coming with 1:16 and counting to go in the third quarter.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and send your defense right back out there after they've been on the field for most of this quarter.
Out here in this hot sun, temperatures in the low 90s on a late September afternoon in Seguin, Texas. 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs at their own 29-yard line. Dietrich shotgun, gets the snap. Here comes pressure up the middle. Steps up, looking to avoid it, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 4th down. And there's that big defensive end, Dominic Williams, with the play again. And the punt team's going to come back out on the field for TLU.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Dominic Williams, he's unblockable. Every passing down, he's getting there.
So it's Herrera back at his 15 to field the snap. Chambers back deep for the Tigers.
He's got the wind at his back right now, so he's probably going to want to get this kickoff.
Chambers at his own 40. Here's the snap. And Herrera gets away. It's a high spiral, and going way back to the 24 to field it is Chambers. Now turns around upfield across the 25 to 30 to the 35 toward the middle of the field now, and he gets spun down at the 36-yard line. So Chambers going back, fields that punt over the shoulder, goes way back inside his own 20, and is able to make the return back to the 37-yard line. 2 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter as they officially mark the ball at the Tiger 39. 21-14 the score. East Texas Baptist, neither team has scored here in the third quarter. Just 2 seconds left to go till the fourth.
And we talked about the kicking game. That was a much better kick that time from Herrera, the punter.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 39-yard line. It's Marcajani in the shotgun pistol. Play fake, throw, batted at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Looked like Trayvon Woodley got his hand on it. That's the final play of the third quarter with the score. East Texas Baptist 21 and Texas Lutheran 14. We'll have the fourth quarter ahead on KWED Seguin. This is Bulldog football on KWED.
Advanced care for active lifestyle. When it comes to top-notch...
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-3 303-6256. Go, Bulldogs!
Frequency wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses out of tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
Tigers first and 10 from their own 39 as we start the fourth quarter. East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. They switch ends, and now the Tigers going left to right. Running back, this is Woodard, Paul Woodard. He'll take it across the 40, spin forward up to the 45-yard line. Gain of 6 on first down for East Texas Baptist. Tigers by 7 as we start the fourth quarter. They dominated time of possession in that third quarter. Now up to 300 total yards. They had over 100 yards in that quarter, but no points on the scoreboard. Turned away inside their own 5-yard line on a fumble. Missed a field goal. Second down and 4. And it's Marcajani out of the gun. Play fake, throw over the middle, and a sliding catch made inside the TLU 40-yard line by the receiver. That's Chase Walker. His first catch of the game. They'll mark him at the 40 of TLU, and it's a first down.
That was a big third down conversion for Tiger offense there.
They move the sticks. Both teams having trouble on third down today. Tigers now 4 of 11. TLU just 1 of 10 on third downs. First and 10 for the Tigers at the TLU 40. Going north to south, Marcajani gets the snap, gives to Woodard, into the line, and that is it. Gets stacked up there by a bunch of black shirts, and leading the charge was Ezekiel Williams.
Yeah, nice tackle by Zeke Williams and a good job by Dylan Rarick getting through and forcing the change of direction for the running back.
Second down and 10, early fourth quarter, 13-28 and counting. East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. Second and 10 for the Tigers at the TLU 40. Shai Marcajani, the freshman. Right-handed signal caller working in the shotgun, running back to his right, tight formation, 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Back to throws Marcajani over the middle and then out of the hands and almost intercepted by Navarro. Right over the middle, intended for Phillips, who had to reach up to try to pull that one in. Deflected, and Navarro nearly came up with the deflected interception, incomplete.
Yeah, that Marcajani lucky that one wasn't picked, and now we bring up another critical third down, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Marcajani threw a seed there to his receiver, Phillips, who was just 5 yards downfield. And now it's 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. They have it at the TLU 40-yard line. Again, a tight formation. Now man in motion out of the backfield to the near side. That is Jordan Woodard. Back to throw. Here's Marcajani. Finds Woodard along the near sideline at the 35. Inside the 30. Has the ball knocked down from behind at the 20. It's recovered by Navarro and TLU at the 10-yard line.
That's Owen Garcia forcing the fumble after he was beat on a wheel route. Caught up to the receiver. Was able to punch that out from behind.
He did the same thing last week, forced a fumble, also had an interception, forces another fumble here. That ball rolled inside the 10. Navarro fell on it at the 6, but another fumble forced by the TLU defense, and TLU will take over again inside their 10-yard line.
That Bulldog defense coming up big, and you got to give them something. You got to have your offense start moving this ball. They have not done anything in the second half.
Again, backed up inside their own 10. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 7-yard line. Dietrich, the quarterback, shotgun. Here's Henry in motion behind the quarterback to the far side. To give near side, Cabrantre Williams looking for a hole. Tries to jump over a defender as he takes the ball upfield to the 11. Got about 4 or 5 on first down, second down.
Tackle this time is going to be made by number 25.
Clock is running, 12:40 to go, fourth quarter. East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. Second down and about 5 for the Bulldogs at their own 11. Dietrich gets the shotgun snap. He will keep it on the zone read, going left across the 15. He's tackled at the 16. He'll be about 2 yards short of the first down.
making it a manageable third down. And we talked earlier, 1 of 10 on third down, but only a yard or two to pick up here.
So 3rd down and 2 is Torrey Brooks. Checks in at the running back position for the Bulldogs. He'll line up behind the quarterback. Dietrich now will shift to his right. Williams also in there at the running back slot. He's in the left slot now. We'll go on the jet sweep towards the far side. They fake the jet sweep, give it up the middle to Brooks. He has the first down as he spills forward up to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, nice job up the middle. Good blocking there from the offensive line. Number 78, Trayden Scott. Nice key block, opening up the hole.
So only the second 3rd down conversion of the afternoon for the Bulldogs. Are 2 of 11 now on 3rd downs. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Coming up on 11 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. Dietrich out of the shotgun, 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Give Brooks going right, and he'll run into a couple of white shirts behind the line of scrimmage, lost a yard. And guess who? It's big Dominic Williams making the stop. They'll say Torrey got back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 as the clock is now under 11 minutes to go in the 4th
Give
quarter.
Torrey some credit getting back to the line of scrimmage. He rolled ahead with big number 11, trying to bring him down.
Brooks, a sophomore from Hillsboro. 2nd and 10. Dietrich shotgun. Play fake. Back to throw. Has time. Deep ball. Middle of the field. Looking for Camarillo. He will have it at the 35-yard line between 2 defenders as he falls down. Big catch by the senior from Gonzales, Texas.
And that's what you need from your number 1 receiver. Big play when you really need it. He came up big.
Camarillo had the 72-yard touchdown in the first half. Now over 100 yards on that big catch there down to the East Texas Baptist 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Play fake. Dietrich back to throw. Drifting back. He'll throw in the right flat. He missed a wide open. Brooks along the far sideline. Incomplete.
Kind of mistake there from Dietrich. Didn't set his feet. He had a wide open receiver with so much room in front of him. He rushed the throw because number 11, Dominic Williams was bearing down on him on that play.
So Williams again in the backfield for the Tigers. Last week had 3 sacks against Centenary, creating havoc this week. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Here's a swing pass, this time to Brooks on the left side, and he'll get spilled at the 35 near the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 9, gain of 1.
Yeah, you got to think it's going to be 4-down territory here, so you want to just get some positive yards. And on that play, you saw the offense running away from Williams, the defender.
3rd and 9 for TLU. They have the ball at the East Texas Baptist 34. Dietrich in the shotgun, running back to his right. Gets the snap, back to throw. Has time, now steps up, looking to run, and he'll get pulled down from behind at the 31. Williams there again, along with Taylor Jacobs. We've got a flag down behind the play at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it might be a hold allowing Dietrich to get away on that pass rush.
Dietrich stopped at the 31. They needed to get to the 26 for the first down, and now it's going to bring up either a 4th down or a 3rd down, depending on whether or not ETBU takes this penalty or not. Taylor Jacobs down on the field, the linebacker for the Tigers.
Offense, number 62. 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
So third-year head coach Calvin Ruzicka electing to take the penalty, move the Bulldogs back, and TLU will now have a 3rd and long as Jacobs gets to his feet and will head towards the far sideline, being helped by a couple of the trainers on the East Texas Baptist staff. So interesting here, Ruzicka, the head coach for the Tigers, takes the penalty. It would have been a 4th and 6 had they not, but now it'll be a 3rd and about 16. And the Bulldogs will have the ball at the East Texas Baptist 44-yard line. So here's Dietrich out of the shotgun. Guzman is back in at the running back. Back to throw, drifting back is Dietrich looking for the screen to Guzman. He dropped it. Wouldn't have mattered either way because the defense was there. And now it's going to be 4th and long, and you got to think Coach Neil that he was going to send out the punter here.
Yeah, you really have to punt it in this situation, and that's why you take that 10-yard holding penalty, forcing him into this decision.
So it'll be Herrera to punt, who's had a good half punting the ball. He'll be punting into the wind this time, but in ETBU territory. See if they can pin him deep. Chambers is back at the Tiger 10-yard line, and Herrera will field the snap back at the Bulldog 42. See if the Tigers can get a rush on here. Long snap count. Here is the snap. High snap, and Herrera pulls it down. It's a wobbler towards the far sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Now let's see where they mark it. Not a good punt. They're going to mark it at the 25-yard line, it looks like. So we've got 9 minutes exactly to go in the fourth quarter. As that punt may have gone off the side of the foot of Herrera. Tried to angle it in the corner, coffin corner, kick it, but ends up getting off a bad punt. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers, starting this drive at their own 25.
Yeah, they've been relying on their defense for this entire half. Maybe the defense will come up with another big play, and maybe they can actually get in the end zone.
Couple of forced fumbles in the second half. Neither team has scored. It's been a scoreless second half. Here's the quarterback, Marky Johnny, given to a running back up the middle. And stacked at the line of scrimmage is Woodard, no gain.
Big Sebastian Walker, number 99, brought down the runner.
8:45 and counting to go, fourth quarter. East Texas Baptist 21 and Texas Lutheran 14. 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers at their own 25-yard line. They'll say Woodard may have gotten a foot there. So 2nd down and 9.5, you could call it. Marcajani out of the gun. He'll shift Woodard from his left side to his right. Gets the snap. Shoulder fake, deep ball, far sideline. A lot of jostling there, and that pass falls incomplete. Way down at the TLU 37-yard line, intended for Devin Phillips. But the TLU Bulldogs had a defender back deep with them.
Yeah, that's Marcajani taking his shot at a fake bubble screen to the left side and sent a blocking receiver deep. Just couldn't hit him.
Looked like
nice
that was
coverage, too.
Merrick Swear on the coverage for the Bulldogs, and it's now 3rd and 10, and the fans here on the Bulldog side with a chant of defense. Marcajani shotgun, running back to his right. He's got 3 wideouts stacked to the left. Gets the snap, looking left. Here comes pressure, rolling out towards the far sideline. Now a throw it downfield, and this pass is intercepted by Marek Square at the TLU 49-yard line. Marek stepped in front of Devin Phillips, and the Bulldogs forced their 3rd turnover of the half.
Bulldogs were all over that play. They had pressure on the quarterback, forced a roll out to the left, couldn't get an accurate throw, and Squares all over that. Looked like it was intended for him. Nice catch.
So again, the defense gives the ball back to the offense. Neither team has scored here in the second half. It's a 21-14 game. East Texas Baptist in the lead. Bulldogs take over. 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Guzman will be the running back to the left of the quarterback. Dietrich, tight formation here for the Bulldogs, going right to left, working right hash. Play fake, and Dietrich back to throw. Now stutter stepping around. He gets dropped way back at the 43-yard line. A sack by the Tiger defense. Nobody open downfield. Dietrich held on to that ball too long, and the pass rush got to him. A loss of 7.
Number 94, Wilfred Browers. Kaufman, Texas product.
Officially a loss of 6, so 2nd down and 16. We're coming up on 7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs down by 7. Dietrich out of the gun. Shoulder fake as he gets the snap. Pressure coming. Now he's going to run towards the near sideline and tuck it across midfield. Towards the near sideline. He'll step out of bounds at the Tiger 43-yard line. So that's a good gain on 2nd and 16. Dietrich picks up 13 and makes it a 3rd and a manageable 3.
It was a design screen pass for Guzman, and smart by Dietrich to break it up because there was no blocking on that right side. Took off left, got a nice block by Ian Woolard, the lineman for the Bulldogs.
So smart play by the running back, a 3rd and manageable now. Again, Bulldogs only 2 of 12 on 3rd downs this afternoon. 3rd and 3 at the Tiger 44-yard line. Dietrich shotgun, Guzman to his left, 3 wideouts right. Here's the snap, back to throw is Reese. Here comes pressure, he gets rid of it. In and out of the hands of Camarillo, is streaking across the middle. And could not pull it in. Would have had the 1st down. It's now going to be 4th down. Just a crossing route for Caleb.
Yeah.
And he just dropped it.
He had some space, too. Just dropped it. Nice throw by Dietrich, standing in the pocket, taking the pressure.
Yeah, with pressure coming down. Now it's 4th down. 4th and 3. Camarillo comes to the sidelines. Bulldogs with it at the 44. Going for it on 4th down. Snap back and now a whistle. Do we get a timeout or movement?
There's no flag down.
So a timeout is called. Let's see who called the timeout.
Timeout, Texas Lutheran.
Bulldogs call their first timeout. We'll take it as well. 6:43 to go. 4th quarter. East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. It's Bulldog football on KWED.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's Barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Goldbelly. Our Davila's Barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
Bulldogs 420 yards of total offense, pretty balanced. 202 through the air, 218 on the ground. They have a 4th and 3 now. Only 14 points on the scoreboard. They trail 21-14 with 6:43 to go. 4th and 3 at the Tiger 44-yard line. Bulldogs use their first timeout. They've got 2 left. So they'll come out in the shotgun. Dietrich with Williams to his right. Now looking towards the near sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock, down to 16. Williams will shift over to the left side of the quarterback. 2 wideouts to each side. 4th and 3. Dietrich gets the snap, back to throw. Here comes pressure over the middle behind Castellanos. He can't pull it in. Incomplete, 4th down. Dominic Castellanos would have been a tough grab for the Marion Bulldog. Had to turn around and reach back to try to get that pass on the slant. Couldn't do it. And the Bulldogs turn it over on downs again.
Yeah, unfortunate because he was open. Just a quick throw by Dietrich because number 95 for the Tigers, Chance Bloodsaw. He was bearing down and was unblocked, came running straight at him, and he had to throw that ball away as quick as he could.
1 for 4 now are the Bulldogs on 4th down, and the Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Marcajani, actually new quarterback, Jalen Spriggs, another freshman, gives to running back. Straight ahead, that is Woodard. He takes it to the line and ahead for about 3, 2nd down and 7. So ETBU head coach Gavin Ruzicka going to the bullpen. New quarterback in the game, Jalen Spriggs, trying to spark this offense. The Tigers have turned the ball over 3 times here in the second half. Marcajani had an interception on the last Tiger possession. 2nd down and 3. Spriggs claps his hands, gives a running back straight ahead. There's a hole into TLU territory and down to the Bulldog 41-yard line is the running back. That's Bryson Linier, a freshman from Waxahachie, gets his first carry, and he takes it down to the TLU 40-yard line. 1st down for the Tigers.
Yeah, big gain on that one, and defense can't afford to really give up any more of those as we tick down to 5 minutes.
5.5 and counting. And again, new quarterback, another freshman, Jalen Spriggs into the game. Pistol formation, running back behind him, give to the running back, to the line, stutters, steps, a little hole, and he's got some open field across the 25, inside the 20, down to the 10-yard line, and finally pushed out of bounds is Linier. Looked like he was bottled up at the line of scrimmage, found some daylight, found some open field, and takes it down to the TLU 10.
Huge missed tackle. They had the running back stopped for a 2-yard loss, and he was able to squeeze through, pick up all that yardage.
So Bulldogs down by 7. We're now under 5 minutes to go. Spriggs again, new quarterback from Fort Worth, also a freshman. In the pistol with Linear behind him. And a give Linear. Left side, squirts ahead, gets some help from his offensive lineman as he pushes forward down to the 8-yard line, a gain of 2. It's 2nd and goal. Clock is running. Bulldogs with 2 timeouts left. 4:20 to go. And it's a 2nd and goal for East Texas Baptist. They lead 21-14 here in the 4th quarter. The other team again has scored to this point in the 2nd half. All 35 points coming in the 1st half. Spriggs, pistol, Linear behind him. Split wideouts. And actually this is Woodard getting the carry behind the quarterback. He'll go to the line of scrimmage. That's Paul Woodard. And gets stopped for no gain. Sebastian Walker in on the stop. 3rd down and goal from the 8. 3:45 as the clock continues the roll here in the 4th quarter. And the Tigers taking their time. Again, Bulldogs 2 timeouts left. They'll also get the 2-minute timeout. Right now it's a 1-score game, but Tigers have it at the TLU 8-yard line, facing a 3rd down. 10 seconds on the play clock. Tigers still in the huddle. Now they break the huddle. Down to 5 seconds, and now we got whistles. Yeah, the Tigers will call a timeout with 3:20 to go. We'll take it as well. It's East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14, 3:20 left in the 4th quarter. It's Bulldog football on KWED.
Anders knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
So both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. There's 3:20 left to go, 4th quarter. East Texas Baptist 21, TLU 14. It's a 3rd and goal following the timeout for the Tigers at the Bulldog 8-yard line. Spriggs, still the quarterback, working shotgun. Woodard behind him in the pistol. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Snap, play fake. Spriggs throws over the middle, back of the end zone, and out of bounds. Through the back of the end zone, intended for the tight end, Colin Crane, but he was well covered. Clock stops, and it's 4th down with 3:16 to go.
Coverage there by Owen Garcia. No room to get that pass into the end zone.
Well, special teams have been an adventure here today, and now it's Mitchell White to try to make this a 2-score game. This is going to be a 25-yard attempt from the left hash. Right-footed kicker. Here's the snap. Kick is on the way. Line drive, and it is good. 3:12 to go, 4th quarter. It's now East Texas Baptist 24, TLU 14. You're listening to Bulldog Football on KWED.
Taylor Tree Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured from locally gathered acorns and seeds that are germinated and grown in their greenhouse until they're ready for transfer. At Ayler's Tree Farm, they're not just growing trees, they're growing your future green spaces. Visit AylersTreeFarm.com to learn more.
25-yard field goal for the East Texas Baptist Bulldogs. Mitchell White makes it a 24-14 game with 3:12 to go. 7-play, 48-yard drive for the Tigers. So it'll be White to kick it off. Howard and Camarillo back deep for the Bulldogs. Here's the kick. As toward the far sideline, this one will bounce to Howard, who picks it up near the sideline at the 2. Now coming towards the middle of the field. He's going to be tackled at the 1 yard line.
Disaster. Looking to try and get a big kick return. Looked like that ball was about to go out of bounds as well.
Kyrie Corbin makes the stop, so Howard fielded the ball far sideline at the 2, came towards the middle of the field running laterally, and everybody stayed in their lanes for the Tigers. They tackle Howard at the 2. 3:06 to go. And the Bulldogs have 98 yards in front of them. They need one score here, at least 3. And they've got 2 timeouts left. Gotta hurry up, though. So it's Dietrich 2 yards deep in the end zone. He'll take the snap, running back to his left. That's Williams in motion now out to the near side, and a throw to the far side, complete to a receiver, and taking it out of bounds up to the 10-yard line is Jamari Nichols. That gets him 8 yards. And I'll bring up a second down and about 2 or 3. So they get up to the 10 on that play. A little swing pass out to Nichols on the right side, gives them some breathing room. Clock is rolling now, 2:47 to go. Second down and 3 for the Bulldogs at their own 10. Dual wideouts on each side. Williams is the running back. To the left of the quarterback, Dietrich in the shotgun. Reese gets the snap, back to throw, retreats, now throws, and a sit-down route complete to the 16-yard line. Making the catch is Levante Henry. That's a first down. Clock is rolling with 2:20 to go. They're up to the 16.
Yeah, nice safe throw to pick up the first down, get the offense moving.
Finds Henry in the slot there. We're coming up on the 2-minute timeout. Bulldogs got to get some more chunks here. Here's Dietrich out of the gun. Looks left, now right. Here comes pressure. Now he's rolling towards the near side. Flips it forward. Incomplete at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's a late hit on the quarterback.
And, yeah, behind the play, late hit is going to be the call. That was intended for Brandon Walls as Dietrich took a lick as he just shoveled that pass forward. 2 minutes showing on the clock, so we're about to have the 2-minute timeout.
Roughing the passer, defense number 36. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Well, we said the Bulldogs needed some chunks of yards. They get a 15-yard chunk there at the 2-minute timeout. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 31 when we come back. 2-minute timeout. East Texas Baptist 24, TLU 14. It's Bulldog football on KWED.
The Kaler Company is a proud sponsor of Texas Lutheran University and the TLU Bulldogs. The Kaler Company provides quality general construction services and fine architectural millwork in Seguin and beyond. The Kaler Company is a name that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Steve Kaler. We've been taking care of our customers and their projects since 1954. The Kaler Company wishes the Bulldogs great success on this season. Call the Kaler Company at 830-303-6256. Go, Bulldogs!
Great Clips wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses out of tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 31 following the 2-minute timeout. Here's a give. Cabontre Williams trying to turn the corner around the far end. He'll get pushed out of bounds as he gets close to the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 stops the clock with 1:54 to go. Actually, you got 10. They'll mark it at the 42, an 11-yard gain, a first down. Clock stops.
That's what you want. You want chunks of yardage, and you want that clock stopped.
Bulldogs down by 10. Dietrich out of the gun. 3 wide outs left, 1 to the right. Back to throw on the snap is Reese. Here comes pressure up the middle. Rolling right. Still looking downfield. He'll throw far sideline. Has a receiver caught across the 50. Inside the 45 and brought down at the 42-yard line is Jamari Nichols with a first down. Clock stops. 1:44 to go. Bulldogs 2 timeouts. They trail by 10. They need at least 3 here.
Yeah, and give credit to Ian Woodward, number 77, the left tackle, blocking Dominic Williams on that pass rush, giving Dietrich time to complete that pass.
May have gotten out of bounds. They've stopped the clock. Well, the officials now are talking things over along the far sideline here. What do we have? They're going to address the crowd here. So we wait on the officials going for his mic.
Illegal touching, number 17 of the offense. Went out of bounds on his own, was the first to touch. Lost the down, previous spot, second down.
So apparently Nichols went out of bounds, came back inbounds to make the catch. That's a penalty, and it's a loss of down. They move the ball back to the TLU 42-yard line. And it's going to be second down and about 20. Or I should say second down. A second down and 10, so they move it back from where the catch was made. So it's Dietrich out of the gun. Back to throw. He'll throw to the near sidelines. Williams has it, and he'll be pushed out of bounds, drug out of bounds at the 45-yard line after a gain of 3. Stops the clock. Actually, it's Weston Guzman on the reception, as I get corrected by birthday boy Darren Dunn there on the PA announcement. Clock down to 1:37. It's now a third down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
A lot of activity going on with these officials right now on this drive.
As Guzman was drug out of bounds by the defender. Here's a shotgun snap to Dietrich. Back to throw, throws over the middle, and leaving and unable to pull it down is Henry at the 43-yard line of East Texas Baptist. Incomplete, fourth down with 1:32 to go, and this is the ball game here for the Bulldogs. Fourth down and 7.
It'll bring up fourth and long.
TLU with the ball at their own 45-yard line. Guzman is going to be the running back. They'll line up 4 wides, 2 to each side, working on the left hash. Reese Dietrich, true freshman quarterback, in the shotgun. Gets the snap, back to throw, fumbled it for a moment. Now steps up in the pocket. Here's pressure. He finds a receiver across the 50, down to the 48. That's a first down. That looked like Reggie Hodges made the catch. No, it's Guzman. Guzman on the catch.
Just enough.
And the Bulldogs convert their second fourth down of the game. First down and 10.
Got to go quick.
At the ETBU 47. Hurry up offense. Dietrich shotgun, gets the snap, back the throw, looking near side. Has a receiver caught at the 40 and out of bounds is Xavier Durham at the 39-yard line of ETBU. 1:11 to go. Just short of the first down. He's second and 2.
Bulldogs with 2 timeouts in their pockets.
Of course,
not sure you're going to even use them with a minute 11 on the clock.
Of course, you need either 3 or 7 here. Dietrich back to throw out of the gun again. Pressure coming from the backside. He avoids it, running towards the far sideline. He'll chuck it into the sideline, incomplete. Third down and 2 now. 1:03 to go. Bulldogs with the ball at the East Texas Baptist 39-yard line. They trail by 10, 24-14.
See Caleb Camarillo checking into the game.
He's over 100 yards receiving. Only 2 catches, but those 2 catches very productive. 114 yards. Won a 72-yard touchdown. Okay, 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs at the Tiger 39. Dietrich gets the shotgun snap. Here comes pressure. He's got a receiver. That is Camarillo streaking across the middle. He turns upfield inside the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the touchdown! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I'll get the fans on their feet.
39 yards. Dietrich to Camarillo on a play where Camarillo dropped the ball the last time, streaking across the middle. This time makes the catch on the run and takes it into the end zone. And now the Bulldogs can cut it to a 3-point game as Herrera is on for the extra point attempt with 54 seconds to go. Ball is placed down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Check it's A.J. Augustine with the extra point. 24-21 with 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This is Bulldog football on KWED.
You know, everyone is familiar with GRMC, but did you know that they have a nonprofit foundation? Seguin
at Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's Barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Goldbelly. Our Davila's Barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
39-yard catch and run. Caleb Camarillo from Reese Dietrich. Second touchdown grab of the day for Caleb. And now 54 seconds left to go. Fourth quarter. 2 timeouts for the Bulldogs. And you got to think onside kick here with the kicker Schultze. So here it comes towards the near sideline, rolling around and recovered at the ETBU 49-yard line by Chase Walker. 1 second ticks off the clock. We're down to 53 seconds to go, and the Bulldogs only 2 opportunities to stop the clock.
Yeah, Schutze didn't quite get the bounce he wanted on that kick. Just hovered along the ground. Easy recovery by the Tigers.
First down, Tigers.
So it'll be the quarterback, the backup, Jalen Spriggs back in. Led the Tigers on a field goal drive, last drive, which is the difference right now, working out of the pistol. Shotgun, 1st and 10, gets the snap, gives the running back left side, little hole, squirts ahead inside the 45, inside the 40, down to the 38. He has a first down. And that may do it with the carry for the Tigers was Jamarcus Johnson Shockley, his first carry of the game. And it's a first down. They wind the clock, 40 seconds and counting, and I think Coach Neil LeHue is resigned to his fate. The Bulldogs are going to drop this one today as the Tigers now go in victory formation. So crowd silenced here at Bulldog Stadium, and now a timeout is called.
Yeah, they didn't even need to snap the ball.
By TLU with 21 seconds to go. Bulldogs have one more timeout left. And they'll head into their bye week. As it appears to be as things look like, it'll be a loss for the Bulldogs here today at home, their 3rd loss at home this season. Bulldogs will have the bye week next week, and then on October 11th, they'll start Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference play at Centenary. Back home on October 18th here at Bulldog Stadium against the Hendricks Warriors. SCAC play there. We'll have the game on KWED. That's 3 weeks from today. And again, the victory formation for East Texas Baptist, as Spriggs will get the snap out of the shotgun, kneel it down. And let's see if Coach LeHue uses his final timeout. He will, with 18 seconds. So Tigers will only have to snap it one more time. And they'll get the head back to Marshall and will remain unbeaten on the season. They'll improve to 4-0, while the Tigers will fall to 1-3 as they get ready for conference play in a couple of weeks. Over 500 yards of total offense today for TLU, 503 yards of total offense. Cabranche Williams, 139 yards rushing. Caleb Camarillo, 153 yards receiving. Reese Dietrich, 274 yards passing. 3 touchdowns today. As Sprigg lines up one more time, officials going to step in front of the quarterback here momentarily and hold things up. Now they signal for the play clock to start. Spriggs will just need to field this snap. He does, and take a knee, and he does. And the final seconds will tick off the clock here at Bulldog Stadium this afternoon. TLU Bulldogs come up short here at Bulldog Stadium on the final Saturday in the month of September. The final here on the TLU campus. East Texas Baptist 24 and TLU 21. We'll take one more timeout and be back to wrap things up just ahead. This is Bulldog Football on KWED.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
When life happens, GRMC Urgent Care at Clear Springs is always here when you need us. From fevers to fractures, our trusted team of urgent care providers has got you covered. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life fast. We're open 7 days a week, including holidays, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. No appointment is necessary. So, whatever happens, illness, injury, or accident, you can count on the care that's always there. At GRMC Urgent Care, we treat everyone from toddlers to teens to parents and grandparents. It's compassionate, comprehensive care with a clear focus on you. Because when life happens, you want quality care that's close to home and family. GRMC Urgent Care at Clear Springs. Visit grmcurgentcare.com to save your spot in line.
Eclipse wonders, what would you do with more minutes?
I'd build the most tallest treehouse in the world that touched the clouds.
I will make a dinosaur out of tacos. I'd open a zoo of 11,000 monkeys. Glasses out of tacos. I'd probably go to Mars or the moon.
I will keep on brainstorming ideas, but that's all I got for now.
Save more minutes when you use online check-in to get your haircut at Great Clips.
At Davila's Barbecue, we love serving customers at the restaurant, but there are more ways than ever to get your Davila's barbecue favorites. We cater for large and small events. Our food truck is a fun way to feed your crew. You can give the gift of Davila's anywhere in the country through Goldbelly. Our Davila's barbecue rub on the shelves at H-E-B stores throughout Texas, and our locations at the Frost Bank Center are ready to serve you at all Spurs games. Come see us at 418 West Kingsbury in Seguin, or visit us online at Davila's Barbecue or on all socials at Davila's BBQ.
Anders Pierce Realty knows this area about as well as anyone. From Seguin to New Braunfels to San Antonio or San Marcos, their expertise has proven invaluable for their clients. Anders Pierce Realty is here for all your real estate needs. They can help whether your interest lies with a house, lot, acreage, ranch, farm, office, warehouse, storage, or anything else. They'll do their best to ensure that you are satisfied with all your real estate needs. Learn more today. Visit AndersPierce.com. That's AndersPierce.com.
Advanced care for active lifestyles. When it comes to top-notch orthopedics, count on Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. We specialize in award-winning care that's right here, close to home. For 2025, we are ranked among the top 6% hospitals nationwide for orthopedic services and proud recipients of the Women's Choice Award. Proof of our unwavering commitment to exceptional care. At GRMC, we offer the most comprehensive orthopedic services. Our highly skilled physicians are experts in diagnosing and treating injuries and conditions affecting bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, and nerves. Don't let joint pain or injuries hold you back. Discover the right care right here at Guadalupe Regional Medical Center. Learn more at grmedcenter.com.
Final here for Bulldog Stadium this afternoon. East Texas Baptist Tigers 24 and the TLU Bulldogs 21. Chris Austin and Tim Ormston wrapping things up here on the TLU campus. Missed opportunities for the Bulldogs. They come up with over 500 yards of total offense. That last drive that ended up with that Caleb Camarillo 39-yard touchdown was a 98-yard 10-play drive, but the Bulldogs unable to take advantage of some opportunities earlier in the game with the defense forcing some turnovers, and that's pretty much the difference here today, Tim.
Yeah, it was the missed opportunities, the penalties, early turnovers that they battled through, some decision-making, not kicking the field goal at the end of the first half. Turns out it cost them, Monday morning quarterbacking on that one. But, you look at the positives. Back-to-back games last week and this week, touchdown drives to end the game from your freshman quarterback. That's what you build on, and going into conference play, I think that's going to help them.
And the Bulldogs will have a bye week next week. They'll start conference play at Centenary on October 11th. That'll be in Shreveport. And then on October 18th, they'll be back home here at Bulldog Stadium for their first home conference game. That'll be against the Hendricks Warriors. And that will be here at Bulldog Stadium. Well, that's our next broadcast on AM 1580 KWED. The next game after the bye week, you can follow along online at TLUBulldogs.com. Sports Information Director Bryce Hayes, he'll have all the links up there at the TLU Bulldog website. But Tim, you mentioned some positives for the Bulldogs. Questionable call, and you even mentioned it at the end of the first half, not to go for the field goal. Ends up being the difference tonight, but some good games for the Bulldogs offensively. As we mentioned, over 500 total yards. Reese Dietrich, 274 yards, 3 touchdowns on the game. 2 of those to Caleb Camarillo. He had 153 yards receiving on 3 receptions. Cabrantre Williams, over 100 yards, 139 yards on the ground on 16 carries. So some big stars for TLU on offense despite the loss.
Defense.
And defense, too, as you mentioned, Owen Garcia as well.
They only gave up 3 points in the second half there. You saw Merrick Square make some big plays, the interception. You saw the forced fumble. Your defense really stepped up for you today. You got to give them credit.
Yeah, defense forcing 3 turnovers in that second half. A couple of fumbles turning away drives deep in TLU territory. And you mentioned Merrick Square with the interception as well at midfield, although the Bulldogs unable to take advantage of some of those opportunities today, and they fall in this one by a final of 24-21. That's going to do it for our broadcast here today on the TLU campus. As we mentioned, Bulldogs off next week. They'll be at Centenary on October 11th in 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks from today on October 18th back here at Bulldog Stadium to host Hendricks here on KWED. Thanks to our studio technician back at the KWED studios, Jared Kindles. Thanks again to Sports Information Director Bryce Hayes here at TLU, compiling all the statistics for this one. And also thanks to my broadcast partner, Tim Ormston, here in the booth at the press box here on the TLU campus at Bulldog Stadium. Again, the final from the TLU campus on a Saturday afternoon. East Texas Baptist 24 and Texas Lutheran University 21. For all of us here at KWED, I'm Chris Austin saying so long from Bulldog Stadium, and have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.
Farm, a family business in Seguin, Texas, specializes in locally grown trees. Their farm is teeming with native oaks of all kinds, plus cedar elms and desert willows. Ranging from 1 to 30 gallons, they've got trees of all sizes. Each tree is nurtured